on? It's your boy Mills from Millcityboxing, home of the high-level pro boxing media, the Fighters Channel, the Trainers Channel, the People's Channel. And today's when we're going to be doing a nice live show, call-in show for the people on Instagram once again, and also so the people on YouTube as well. So make sure while you're coming in, smash the like button, and make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. And hey, if you guys want to further really go out your way and support the channel, go out and become a member. The link is in the comments. Salute to Jackie for being my first member of the channel. I appreciate you for grabbing that bronze level package, man. I appreciate you. Definitely gonna have some different perks as well that come with certain levels. So I appreciate you guys. Just check it out. It's the bronze, silver, and gold. They're gonna be having all different perks, but regardless of the fact, I appreciate each and every single one of y'all for supporting the channel as well. And salute to Jackie as well. Larry López, what's going on? What's going on? Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. But we have some topics to touch on today. Obviously, the weigh-ins are going on right now with Betterbiev and Callum Smith, but there's some news when it comes down to testing, when it comes down to Betterbiev, and nothing stuff out of the ordinary, but not normal as per se. Betterbiev is climbing into his later stages in his career. About to be, I think he's 38 years old now. About to be 40. So some of the testosterone of a man goes up and down throughout their careers. Now, everything that they talk about that's legal, that everything that's natural as far as substance when it comes to hormones, he has abnormal testosterone that's high. Everything that is normal, but it's high. It's higher than usual. And when you get older, it starts to lower down. So regardless of the fact, Victor Conte had things to say about it. There was an interview with Eddie Hearn about it. And now we're here in the weigh-ins, and then tomorrow's the fight. So, I mean, I'm going to have a couple of my friends read some of the articles, get right into it. If you guys have anything to say in the comments, you already know. I'll be reading some of those great comments as well. Salute to Raphael 32. Salute. Yes, his testosterone was high. So it's questionable. You know what I'm saying? We've seen this guy that, he's 19-0 with 19 knockouts. So you have to think, Now, when it comes to Team Callum Smith, they're not worried about it whatsoever. Buddy, he doesn't even watch film. So, he ain't ready for, he doesn't necessarily look at what Betterbiev has to bring to the table. He looks at what his fighter brings to the table. Hopefully that works out for Callum Smith. I think Callum Smith, when we're going to break down the fight, obviously, but I want to break down exactly what we're going to be talking about in this episode here. And obviously, we still got the topic with, Terrence Crawford really being out loud with Teofimo López. And the thing about it is that what's not natural about the situation. Shout out to Larry López in the building as well. You know what I'm saying? It's that Crawford's entertaining Teofimo López. Like we've had Jerron Ennis that has been outspoken for a couple of years saying that he's wanted the fight. Then we've had him come out forward, Crawford saying, "Hey, you've had 2 chances to fight me," but not into the stages of being disrespectful to one another. Now with Teo being the younger buck, right? Even though Jerron Ennis and Teo, they're around the same age and stuff like that. But Teo being a smaller guy, and I think in the fight, and then we'll talk about the fight itself as well. And what y'all believe in the fight. And there's a lot of boxing talk here. And then we got the Errol Spence speaking out about, Errol, Terrence, I had this eye surgery. This is the only reason why that I couldn't see these punches coming. Then we're seeing blogs of saying that his his rib was all messed up. So coming into this fight, where a lot of people say that, fighters don't come in there 100%. There have been more and more excuses of why, this is a possibly why, Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford fight went the way it went down. We've gotten to the point of you having elevation sickness, dehydration. Your face has been plastered. Plastic surgery was so bad that it puffed you up. Um, we've had drowsiness. What else excuses we've had? Been at the division too long. And what other excuses have we heard of why he lost? I think that's it, right? I think that's it. But it all started with Errol Spence saying that there's no excuses. But later on, there's more excuses start to come in. More and more and more. Anyway, this is no shade to Errol Spence. I don't know prior, me choosing Crawford and the reasons why I chose Crawford to win. People labeled me as a hater of Spence, and I don't. I think it's been horrible watching his fans, because I'm a fan, turn on him after all this has happened to Errol Spence. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember, Miguel Cotto. And I was a big Cotto fan, but knowing that he's won some of the big fights that he's had, but then no one going up to Mayweather. I was like, he's a little older now, not as sharp as Miguel Cotto. Miguel Cotto giving Mayweather a good fight, but it was just past due, and I knew kind of the outcome of it. Very similar. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Look at Larry López goes and says his toe infection will be next. You know what I'm saying? Eye surgery now. With the eye surgery, this is the main topic now, right? We all knew that the eye surgery was a possible thing as well, right? We all knew that this eye surgery was a possible thing. Oh, absolutely. Kodo hit. Oh, yeah, definitely. Shout out to my guy, Willie in the building. I honestly think Spence might be done fighting, retire while he's still healthy. Hey, I understand that one. I said it all on the phone today. I said that on the phone today. That's a fact. I remember saying that. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button by coming into the room. It's Millcityboxing, home of the high level pro boxing media, the fighters channel, the trainers channel, the people's channel. Make sure if you guys want to go and do some extra supporting, go and become a member. It's linked right here. We got different levels. Make sure you guys pull up. Got the first blue star right here. Jackie got the first blue star. Shout out to Jackie. Shout out to Willie. Shout out to JM in the building. Spence ain't done. There it is. See, I like that we could support him. Support him, man. If you were a fan of Errol Spence, continue to support Errol Spence. You know what I'm saying? He ain't done. He ain't done. He ain't done until you guys say he's done. Until he says he's done. You know what I mean? Be a fan to the end. Be a fan. I was a Tito Trinidad fan, and then when they said that he was going to fight Roy Jones, I said, "What? For real? Oh, hell no." I was like, why? Why is Tito Trinidad fighting Roy Jones? ¿Por qué? It doesn't make no sense. Tito, ¿qué está pasando, Tito? El pana mío, pero coño. Wow. O haga eso, Tito. But yeah, man. So what I'm saying is that this is what we're going for. Now, and then we got to go into like the Terrence Crawford situation as far as, what's next for him. I think that's huge too. I think what's next for Terrence Crawford is big as well. And I want to know what y'all think about the opportunities and why the welterweight division is the way it is. It's dry. We have fighters that say, I'm on my way out. I want the big fights. Is Boots and Bud not big enough? Let me know what y'all thinking. But I need y'all to smash the like button, though, on top of that. Come on, guys. Smash that like button. It's free. It's free. Okay? So let's get to this. So we got that topic coming in, and then also people want to say, yo, that these guys have a rematch. Ladies and gentlemen, that rematch clause that was determined in December. That was for December. You know what I'm saying? Now, with these circumstances, are we going to get the rematch? That's something that I don't know. Nor do we want to see it. I've had people say, not in this channel because I won't let it happen, but I heard someone say that the rematch is just would make more money than the first time. I said, what? You kidding me, right? The first time it's gonna make more money? Yeah, hold that. Relax. You don't have a chill pill button? That is crazy. It should do. It probably do a little bit more than half of what it did. What did it do? Like 750? I think they still rematch. Bud wants a big payday. Is it a big payday though? Is it a big payday? You know what I'm saying? People have to project. Is this gonna make the money that it's supposed to make? They're gonna lose. The promoters ain't gonna just lose the money. I mean, now that we got a new network, we got a new network now with Amazon Prime. They got the subscribers. They got the bucks. Do they change the sport of boxing around? I think that's a big topic. But what I need y'all to do is go and smash that like button. Smash the like button. Uh, Bud gonna show how great he is against Boots. Boom. But if we get the fight, now this is another question that I got for all y'all as well. Big question. Smash the like button. Do we got a poll? I didn't set up a poll? What am I doing here? What am I doing here? Not even smashing the polls. Pause. That's crazy if I said that. Like super pause. What the hell was that? What was I thinking? Um, I'm gonna set up a poll. I need help. Let me know what y'all think as far as a poll is concerned. We still got to get into the topic of the Twitter war with Teo and Bud because in reality, and then we got to talk about clout chasing for the moment. I think that's the main topic for today. This is the main topic of today is clout chasing for the moment. And this is what I'm gonna tell you. Everybody does it. Everybody does it. You know what I'm saying? The guys at 135 were doing it. Now they're doing it at 140. Everybody does it. And I'm gonna explain what clout chasing for the moment is. And you could determine if that's what that is, and you could also determine promotion. Putting promotion at a certain time, I'll tell you something. I'll give you an example. When I post a piece of content, I can't wait for the next day for it to hit the views. So I gotta watch the fight. After the fight is done, I gotta go and make the content right away for it to hit. For the people that didn't buy the pay-per-views, for the people, you know what I'm saying? Boxing lives off of YouTube and YouTube media. You know what I'm saying? Because if we're not shouting them out on YouTube, right? Then we gotta wait. They gotta pronounce the fight, do the press conference, right? And sometimes they do another press conference before the fight week press conference, right? But if you're big enough, right? But if you're not big enough, you're just fight week press conference. That's it, right? Now you get if you're lucky to get on the 24/7, if you're lucky to get on that program, cool. But if not, YouTube is running the show. So clout chasing for the moment. Let's be real. Does this sound good? And you tell me, right? And it's a shame because these are some of the fighters that I like. Some of the fighters that I like that are doing it, and I don't like it, right? But this is what it is. Haney and Teal. Why y'all clout chasing subriel Matias when he's not even as popular as you? He ain't even as popular as any of you. He not even half as popular as one of y'all. But considering y'all heard that there was a boogeyman in the division, we decide to clout chase for the moment. Okay? I gotta say it. I gotta say it. I have to say it. Not and clout chasing for the moment don't mean that hey, I'm not down to fight you. Don't. I'm not saying that either. So for the people that want to hate of what I'm trying to say here, this is not. I believe that I need to promote it before we really promote it. I need to promote it to see what the fans say in the YouTube media world. Certain podcasts, we got pro boxers doing podcasts upon Buchinchero también. They're doing all that as well, right? So we got clout chase for the moment. Let's be real. Not saying that I don't think that Teo steps up the plate all the time. At 135, Devin has been the guy. Regardless, he's the guy, right? And the guy moved up, fought Regis Prograis that, arguably I wasn't, when it came down to the 135 division and how much skill that it had, and I knew when they were going on all these guys, Devin, Ryan, Tank, Shakur, when they were moving up to 40, I'm like, oh, they're gonna give 40 a problem when it comes to the skills, to the IQ, to all that, right? Shout out to Kevin King. What's going on, Kevin King? What's going on, man? Listen, when I knew that was okay, you could disagree. That's fine, Raphael. I disagree. They ain't calling out one another, their peers, who is supposed to be the most dangerous man in the division. That's not clout chasing. What you mean? What you mean? What you mean? All right. So what I'm trying to explain to you here, right, is that Teofimo López has a fight with Jermaine Ortiz February 8th. Hold on. You hear me? February 8th. I sent you a contract for 2 mil, which is real. That's real. That's the real deal, right? And I'm not saying that Teal's cloud chasing, but what I'm trying to say is cloud chasing for the moment. For the moment. I think we got Coach Panda that's down to jump on, which is Subriel Matias' coach, which y'all was saying something. Hold on one second. Let me see if Coach Panda's jumping on in 10 minutes. Because if that's the case, I'm sending him the link. Yes, it is, Coach Panda, and he said he wants to get this interview done. And people been bothering me about this interview. They were like, "Yo, it's been a few weeks, Jay. Let's get this. Let's get it going. Let's get it going." So now I got you guys. It's like God be touching me. You know what I'm saying? Now Coach Panda just texts me out of nowhere, guys. See, you guys get the exclusives, ladies and gentlemen. Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. This ain't for free, man. Come on, man. Yo, become a member. Support. This is what we got here. Come on. Then I got a whole bunch of people that want to talk boxing on Instagram as well. So let's get this going, man. Smash that like button. We're gonna get Bill up in here as well. Don't get it twisted. We out here. We out here. I can't get them in the same time. Unfortunately, I could. I could, but we're gonna get you Panda Subriel Matias's coach first. But we're gonna get Bill right after. Bill did say that. I talked to Bill 2 weeks ago. Bill did say he's gonna hop on. You know what I mean? Let me tell Panda that I'm on right now. Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Become a member. Become. Can we get my second member? Look at how the blue star looks on the channel with Jackie. Look how the blue star look. Come on, guys. You know what I'm saying? Smash the like button. We got Subriel Matias, Coach Panda coming on in a few minutes. So smash that like button to improve the visibility of the show. Another exclusive. Let's find out what happened to that situation. And let's go off of that duck stuff the clout stuff of what I was trying to say too. With now with Devin. Devin and his dad said, "Yo, I talked to Peter Khan." Then Devin, Bill, and Panda spoke together on Ness's podcast on the Boxing Voice. Then supposedly they got together. Then I got Panda on my show. Panda got them together to speak together. So now we need to see what has happened. You know what I'm saying? What has happened, because we have to find out who's capping, who's not capping. It's important, ladies and gentlemen, to figure out what it is. Shout out to Bud Cheddar. What's going on in the building? Jeremiah Larry. What's going on? Bang, bang, boogie. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? All right. Yes, we understand the hand injury. And I told Panda, yo, listen, when am I going to get the paperwork for that? And I'm going to remind them again. Okay? Any questions? Let me know what y'all think. Smash the like button, become a member. Hit me with some super chats. We're giving you the exclusives right here on Millcityboxing. All right. Then we're gonna get into the YouTube. We got Coach Panda jumping on right now. What's going on? What's going on? Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. It's Millcityboxing, home of the high level pro boxing media, the fighters channel, the trainers channel, the people's channel. 99. Teo don't want Matias. What? That's what it is? Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Jab that like button. Don't break your phone liking the button, but definitely like that button. So smash. I seen Coach Panda jump in, and I guess he just jumped out real quick. Let me see. Let me see what he texts me. Smash that like button. So like I said, we got to get into the manners of why, the deal didn't happen. Or was it just that I want to say that I called out the boogeyman of the division? I just want to say that. I just want to say that I called out the boogie of the division because I entered it and I'm a champion. I got the WBC here. Salute to JM. Welcome to the bronze level membership. Salute to you. I'll be definitely, once I get up to like 10 of them, I'm going to be explaining exactly what some of the extra perks we're going to be getting on certain levels and stuff like that. JM, welcome to the team. Salute to you. Thank you for the support. Salute to everybody on the live as well. Smash that like button. Hold on one second. Just getting Panda. Al Booger, what up? Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. It's your boy Mills from Millcityboxing, home of the high level pro boxing media. So, I mean, like once again, I'm gonna do it on the computer. Okay, he's jumping on the computer now. I guess he was gonna do it on the phone. Now I'm gonna do it on the computer. Ask Bill why they ain't sent Subriel the contract yet, please. You already know, Jam. You already know. Well, we gotta ask if the contract was sent, right? We gotta ask that first, right? Did they deny it? Are they waiting for supposedly Amazon Prime? What schedule they're trying to line up? What's the excuse? What is the excuse? Guess what? You're gonna find out shortly. All I need y'all to do is smash that like button and subscribe to the channel and support the channel. Also become a member, man. We got 2 members on the live. Salute to y'all. JM, Jackie, both of y'all. Super appreciative. And it's only up from here. Um, and nevertheless, we're gonna get into all the topics. Here's Coach Panda right now. Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Our boxing exclusive. Coach Panda. What's going on, Coach?
Good much, man. What's good?
Nothing much, man. Just here. enjoying a boxing talk. A lot of people have been bothering me saying, "Yo, why don't you get the Super Matias team back on? Figure out what's going on with some of these, the hand injury itself, and the actual contract with you and Bill, and has that contract been sent and all that other good stuff."
Yeah, well, first and foremost, I don't get involved in the contracts. I'm not part of the management group. I'm just the trainer. So I know that him and Orango talked. I was able to do a three-way with them. Um, at the end, I guess they both understood enough of their languages so that they can talk alone. Um, I don't know where they what they've got to or where they got to. I know that Devin was supposed to fight Ryan, and that that turned out to be a fluke. As far as Matias' hands, um, I spoke to his doctor yesterday, and they should release him at the end of this month. He should be back in camp in mid February.
Mm, mm. So people were talking to me. They're like, "Mills, you did the interview. You guys talked about the hand. You explained thoroughly of what was really going on as far as where the injury has occurred, the liquid that is at." But people seen the live with Subriel playing pool probably like a week after. So then they go and say, "Mills, they're going out playing pool. Nothing wrong with his hand." Can you speak a little bit upon that?
Play pool. He can do basketball. He can do anything you want to do. You're not punching. It's you can
No
play.
contact.
You can do it. It's a no contact. It's not a an injury that requires a big surgery, anything like that. It's just an injury that requires physical therapy. Um, yeah, he can play pool. He can play the bowling if he wants. You
Mm.
know, it's through these things here. It's not a life or death injury. It's called tendonitis. And that's what a lot of people have. A lot of athletes. But he's going through therapy, and he should be done at the end of this month. As what I'm hearing from his the physical therapist, and he should be done at the end of this month.
Um, who's left, man? Who's left? I mean, who's out there left? I mean, possibly like we got Teo fighting Jermaine Ortiz. Definitely want to get your thoughts on that. And it seems to me that the reason why I ask about the whole situation is that I knew for a fact that when I talked to Regis, he told me his mandatory was Sandor Martin. So coming into this now, it is Devin Haney's mandatory. But in the same time, I wanted to figure out as far as like, was this Matias talk really real? Or was it just like, yo, it was just like, let's just say that we want to fight the boogeyman of the division.
I mean, I couldn't tell you that. I know that they want everybody wants to fight. Everybody wants to make money, but I mean, who really wants to fight a Subriel Matias high risk fighter, low reward fighter? I mean, you can say everything you want to say, but I mean, you're not gonna tell somebody to fight in 2 months. At an elite level, elite fighters don't fight within 2 months. Uh, Teofimo did it. Look what happened with Cambosos. And Cambosos hasn't done anything, absolutely nothing after he's fought. Um,
He lost 3 times in a row, basically.
exactly. So why? I mean, I don't think that Subriel's starving economically or food wise for him to want to take a fight in 2 months. Everybody wants to make money, man. That's the whole point of being in this sport. But it's a lot easier said than done. A lot of these guys are going to call his name. They're going to do these things, but I mean, there's way to do. First and foremost, you don't make fights off internet. Like I told you before, this ain't WWE. You don't call people out. People know each other. Me and Bill are good friends, but I guess he called the wrong person when he called. It had nothing to do. With Peter Khan has nothing to do with Matias's team and things of that nature. So and then you got to understand that Arango is a businessman. He's a businessman. He doesn't live off boxing. So you're not going to impress him with numbers. You're not going to impress him, yelling over the internet. And Bill told me, he hung up on me. Hey, I see you keep yelling, he's gonna hang up on you 3 or 4 times. Every time you yell, he's gonna hang up. That's just the way it is. But I mean, who's left? I personally, in my opinion, I think the guy that deserves a shot at Subriel Matias because he was the guy that lifted his hand when nobody was lifting. Before Subriel his win versus Ergachev, and as soon as he won, beat Ergachev was Arnold Barboza. It's a guy that I believe that's a strong fighter. He's proved himself. I believe he deserves a shot. But again, I said I'm just a trainer, man. I'm not his manager. I'm not part of the team as who decides. They just tell me fighting on this day and this is who he's fighting. But if I had any say so, I would like to give Arnold Barboza a shot.
How do you see that fight playing out? Really?
Good fight. I mean, Arnold. I'll tell you one thing: Barboza's not going to run from Subriel Matias. He's going to come forward. He's going to fight, and whoever has.
Wait a minute. Are you sure about that? Because that coming forward with Pedraza wasn't there, and that's an older man. An older guy. He came forward with the opponent that he had in his last guy,
Yeah,
but he wasn't that durable. He wasn't that big of a guy.
but Pedraza doesn't have the power that Subriel has, and in order for you to be able to take away power from a power puncher or a guy that comes forward, the only way to beat a guy that comes forward is to be able to push him back. You know what I'm saying? So I think Barboza, because trying to box Subriel, it's not going to work. The pressure is just it's too much. His stamina is there. It's easier for Barboza to probably get stopped by Subriel, trying to outbox him than coming forward and banging with him, and end
So
up getting.
if he couldn't bang and try to stop Pedraza, which he was winning almost every round, why would you think he would go and bang with Subir Matias? He's
That's
not
what
going to do that.
I believe that Barboza's a man of his word. He said he's going to come and he's going to fight. He's going to
They
fight.
always say that.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I mean, you
He's
can
going to box. He's going to try to box.
see on my Facebook, man, where I seen Tio at the airport the other day when I arrived from Japan. And I was completely ignored. He didn't hear me. I'm about 4 people away from him, and things like that. But like again, that's not my
Tell me
job.
about it. Tell us about it. We don't know about it. The media don't know about it.
Yeah, yeah, it's on my Facebook. I was arriving from Japan. I was on vacation in Japan and flew in from Japan to San Francisco, and me and Tio were in line together to catch our next plane. I don't know where he was coming from. Um,
What a coincidence.
I said Tio, and he wouldn't turn around. But I mean, it is what it is. Everybody's gonna call a lot of people out, man. But at the end of the day, they want fights to happen. They're gonna happen. They're gonna happen. It's easy. Fights are easy to make happen. When you got a guy like Pedro Cruz, who's Subriel's manager, that's gonna take fights. Because he knows what kind of fighter he has, and we know that at this point, every fight is dangerous, man. There's not an easy fight. There's no easy fight for. A lot of people say, "Oh, Subriel, Tio is a hard and Devin is a harder fight." All these fights they're hard. They're hard fights. There's no easy fights. There's no easy way out. So I mean, it is what it is. I don't know. I heard myself. I heard a few Dominican names out there like Elvis Rodriguez and this
Michelle.
El-
Michelle Rivera.
you got Michel Rivera's dad on internet fighting with Subriel and taking bets on betting their person, and then even says that he put my name out there that how come I answered Bill Haney, but I don't answer his calls. As a you ain't it, bro. I'm answering your call. I don't have his phone number. He don't call me, and even if he called me, there's nothing I can do about it. I can't make a fight happen. That's I'm just a trainer.
So I've seen some posts upon them two both speaking upon that. I know their teams personally as well, and on top of it, they've spoken to me about Subir, but I didn't know um, the possibilities of that fight happening. What do you think about those two names? Obviously, Elvis. Last time I seen him was what when he beat Haldorno.
Yeah, he beat that was his. I think that was his last.
Yeah, he's been put on the shelf. I remember talking to his manager Maria, and he's been put on the shelf.
I don't think he's either with PBC either because he was with Top Rank. He was released from Top Rank. Then he was with PBC, and I think he's released from PBC. I know his manager. His manager is actually Mexican from Sinaloa. So
Oh, okay.
really good guy.
Well, I think she tries to help him out. I think that's what she told me, Maria. You know, the wife of Freddie Roach.
Yeah, Marie. She's a good, yeah, but as far as his manager, it's a real good guy from Sinaloa, Mexico, and it's a really great guy and good team. He knows my number personally. We're good friends. We talk all the time. Um, and Elvis is a good fighter, man. I mean, but again, I don't think they're fights that make money. And Subriel, he's 31 years old. He wants to make money, man. He wants to make money, and he believes in his heart. We believe that he can beat these guys. That he can beat these guys. But I mean, if they're trying to get me on here to down talk fighters and stuff, that's not my style. That's not what I do. I'm here to train. I'm here to train things, and there's a lot of options out there. There's Gary Russell Jr. I mean Gary Russell, or
Did you see our interview?
no, I haven't seen it, but I mean he's another good fighter. Makes for a great fighter. There's a lot of guys out there. I think this kid who just fought Ryan Garcia, they fought at 140. Oscar Duarte. There's fighters out there that are willing to take fights. But of course we want the bigger and better fights. But I mean, we'll see. We'll have to see what happens. First and foremost, we have to get him released from his hand for him to start punching. But yeah, about the whole playing pool, and I mean, he ain't dead. You know what I mean? You can play pool, you can bowl, you can do a thing. It's called, it's just tendonitis, and it's like an arthritis type thing that needed therapy, and it's not gonna fix in 2 months. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna fix in 2 months, and I believe that you know uh Teal's team is a strategic team, but they kind of forget that we're strategic too. We're not dying of hunger, and you're not going to get us to fight in 2 months, man. This is an elite level. Elite fighter fights in 2 months. He's going to say he did. But what happened? He lost. We don't want when we fight. We don't want to make no excuse. If you beat us, you were better.
But you also don't want to make no mistakes.
Exactly. I'm not. That. You don't make me. Elite fighters don't fight in 2 months, bro. You know that. This is boxing. We're not stupid. We're not. We're not. You're not. This is not a new team. Orengo's made world champions before. He's been in the business. You don't fight in 2 months, bro. You don't give an elite fighter 2 month notice to want to fight in 2 months.
So what kind of offer do you believe that is?
Bogus. A bogus offer, because if you want, hey, we're gonna fight in April, we'll fight in this, and gives us time, where am I gonna find sparring in 2 months? Where am I gonna do a camp in 2 months? They know where we train at, they know, your body's tired, whether Subriel won in 5 rounds, 6 rounds, he trained for 12 rounds, so you have all that on top of you, and I mean nobody in that that's in the right mind or that knows about boxing is going to take a fight within that in that thing. And somebody said, "Can you make fights for catch weights?" Why would we do catch weights? We don't do catch weights. We're world champions at 140 pounds. We're not. We don't do catch weight. That somebody's telling on here. He said Matias can fight at a catch weight. No, Matias is a world champion at 140 pounds. We don't fight at catch weights. When he can't make 140, we move up to 147.
I mean, that's obviously um, a general question because in reality, we've seen guys like Barrios that struggle to make weight at 140 to make that fight with Tank. Next fight goes up to 147. People want to see how far you would go for the money, basically. And like you just said, you're not hungry for a TO $2 million paycheck. I think that's what it was, right? 2 or 1.5.
Of the what?
Tio's offer was 1.5 or 2 million.
No, well, it wasn't. It wasn't 2 million. It was 1.2, and Orengo turned it around and offered a little bit more for them to fight in April. Come fight in Puerto Rico.
Also, Durango was going to pay for it.
No, no, they offered us the 1.2 million, and Orengo said I'll offer 1.5, but you come fight in April in Puerto Rico.
Okay.
So that's what I'm trying to what I'm trying to tell you is you're not gonna scare Orengo with financial numbers and stuff like that. I mean, I'm not saying, but he's not gonna just say, oh yeah, just because it's so 2 months. Whether they will, you know 3 million. That he has a good team behind him. That we know that we can win a whole lot more if we just wait and beat them while we're healthy.
Okay. Okay. And then with the once again with the just to recap with the Devin Haney situation, like they they try you guys put together, Durango and Bill, but nothing happened. Like they decided to just go the separate ways because obviously there's no talks about it no more.
Screaming, on the other line, while you got a guy that's calm like Orengo, you got
Because
Bill.
you said that, but did he scream for 2 phone calls?
Yeah, just Bill. It's Bill's Bill, and like I
Yeah,
said, I
yeah.
love and respect for him, and I know him, but I mean, you don't negotiate screaming and yeah, and this and you cutting off a person who's a professional at what they do. You don't cut them off on a phone call and things like that. And he said, oh, he never called me back. Maybe he wasn't impressed, and so I don't know. I don't know what that ended up in. I haven't talked to Arango. I haven't seen Arango. I'll be talking to him next week. Manny Rodriguez is back in camp and things like that. So I got to talk to him, see what's going on there.
Can't wait for that. Can't wait for that. So, some fights that are happening. Definitely want to get your predictions on it and your thoughts on it. We got February 8th, Teofimo López and Jermaine Ortiz. What you think about that fight, Super Bowl weekend?
It's a great fight. It's a great fight. They're two great fighters. I think Jermaine is a great fighter. I don't think that Teofimo can sleep on him. I know that Jermaine's a hungry fighter. He's tall. He can fight. Um, at this level, everybody thinks, well, maybe Teofimo should, has to win. But hey, we've seen a lot of upsets in 2023, and we just seen, you know, an upset with Barroso, at the beginning of the year and stuff. So I mean, look, I think it's at this point, I think it's a 50-50 fight.
Mm, mm. Um, a 50-50 fight, huh? So, do you feel like him and entertaining a fight with Crawford is too much at this point in time? Like, as far as you're training for Jermaine Ortiz, like you could possibly be sleeping on him. And also, what do you think about a fight with Teofimo Lopez and Terrence Crawford?
Man, let's be honest. Terrence Crawford is the pound best fighter in the world at this moment. He does everything he does it right. He does it right. The guy, Terrence Crawford's beatable at this point in his career. And I know it's like they asked Bernard Hopkins the other day, yeah, but he only fights once a year. But look who he fights, man. Look at the guy's fight. He just fought. I don't see Earl Spence fighting again. You know, um, Terrence Crawford. Those type of fights take 3 fights at it. Those are high intensity fights, man. You're fighting. Earl Spence was not a regular fighter, man. He was the monster. He was the monster, and look at how Terrence Crawford beat him. I don't. With all due respect, I don't feel ever beating Terrence Crawford.
Never.
Never.
Too much size, too much experience.
Experience. The better fighters. He's the bet. Terrence is a fighter. If you put a good fighter in him, he becomes a great fighter. You know, he adapts how you put in front of him.
And a different beast. Like, let's be honest, it's a different type of beast.
It's just a different. He's a different animal, man. Different animal. Uh, He's just a great fighter. High IQ. He can punch, he can switch. He can do whatever you ask him to do. He'll do it.
Yeah, definitely an amazing fighter. You ever think that the the rematch ever happens now that we've been seeing things with the eye injuries with Errol Spence doing
This
operations and stuff.
team comes to play, man. This is where you believe in your team. If he has a right and proper team, they don't allow that rematch to happen. You
Mm.
re- you retire with dignity.
So if you was in charge, you would say, hey,
What do you need? He's a millionaire, bro. He got the money. He has this. You know, you
why lose
retire.
the eyesight?
Yeah, exactly. He's still young. He got his children. But you don't need that because we know. I mean, Spence was beat with the jab, bro. He was beat with the jab. You imagine now with the messed up eye, with all this type of stuff that's already had been messed up, car accident, all this stuff. Why do those?
Mm. So, um, Devin supposed to be fighting Sandor Martin. What do you think about the fight, and what are the chances of you guys unifying with those guys?
That's what we want. We want to unify. I just think there's ways to do things. There's ways to come across things. Like I said, you don't make fights on internet, on Twitter, those type of things. You got who are businessmen like Bill, like Orengo. I think both of them have enough money in their pocket to buy a flight to wherever they need to get, or and sit down and drink a coffee and negotiate a fight the way fights are negotiated. It's just like Bill called Orango like no, and Orango's telling him like, to see how much we're gonna make. I need to see what the door. He's a negotiator, man. It's his fighter. Bill says, no, you're not making anything off the door. I'm giving you the opportunity, the world's greatest fighter in the world. No, that's not how it works. You know what I'm saying? And you can't just. I'm giving you the opportunity to make some money. It's not about that. He kept saying, "Oh, well, Subriel didn't make enough money or that much money." Yeah, but we didn't fight Devin Haney. We fought Eric. Yeah.
Right, right. Like, do you feel like they would be dunking you guys as far as taking that fight with Sandor Martin and not fight and unify with you guys?
No, I don't think Devin ducks anybody, man. I think Devin is probably one of like Bill says, he's one of the greatest fighters in the
Is
world.
it a safer route?
Absolutely, it's a safer route. You know that. Boxing community knows that. Anybody who knows about boxing, not just guys that are on here, that never been in the gym or even a smout, what a gym smells like. They're gonna say whatever they want. Oh, but you and I mean, I think we both know that's a safer route.
Yeah, but we also have another community that doesn't believe in Subriel's boxing ability, his IQ in the game. They don't believe in it, coach. And I'm one of the very few channels that are trying to support my Puerto Rican brother. And I see different things that people don't see, but it is what it is. Speak upon that because Sandro Martin does have lots of skill. He gave Teofimo López lots of problems and beat Mikey Garcia.
Yeah, that's fine. Mikey Garcia that has said it on podcasts before and whatever, and that's what I don't want to happen. I don't want to be on a podcast later on saying, "Oh, it's because we didn't train right. Oh, it's because our hand is hurting. Oh, it's because this." If we lose, we lose because the guy was just better than us. He was just a better animal. But a lot of guys, that have tried to box Super Al before, you can beat Super. I was gonna lose 3 or 4 rounds, but after that, once he catches you with left hand, it's a different got him in there. And like I said, Devin does. I don't think Devin ducks anybody. I think they're smart businessmen. You have to understand that behind this table, we're smart businessmen too. Just guys that are hungry and we're gonna fight. No, we know about the business too. I know about boxing. Been in boxing all my life. Out of my 37 years, I've been in boxing 18 years. So money doesn't impress me. It doesn't make I know the business part. I was taught by one of the best, rest in peace, Cameron Duncan, who's probably one of the best managers in the world. So I'm not just a dumb Latino that doesn't know about the business or just wants to get paid. We know when it's going to be a tough fight. We know these type of things and stuff. But I don't. Sandor Martin, yeah, but Teofimo's Teofimo. He moves, he does this. When you got a guy on you, man, that's just throwing punches, that has power in both of his hands, that's touching your body, that every punch is with bad intentions, you expose yourself to two things: either my fighter's gonna get knocked out, or he's gonna knock you out.
That's right. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. I gotta say, Panda, you're a very respectful guy. You're just like me. I try to be very respectful to people and make friends with everybody and you keep it real, But in the same time, you know, like when you say smart business move, it's also another word for saying safer and in just the safe route. You know what I'm saying? Do you think that you guys will get this big fight? Because people in the comments, they're saying that, hey, I've been seeing a lot of channels supporting Subriel Matias. Other people believe, like you said before, and which is true, high risk, low reward. So, where do we go from here as far as like trying to build this popularity? And who
They're,
does it have to be? Where
they're
does
gonna
it have to be at?
they're gonna have to give him an opportunity. He's a world champion. They want to unify. They gotta fight him. They gotta fight him, and that's what we're gonna know what Subriel Matias is really about. Know that you're one of
Look at
the
right here, people right here. Look at years of the lurking. Sounds like Matias asking for too much money.
that was, bro. Come on, that was, and we I came out that day. Everybody came out, and like they said, Peter Khan. Why did Peter Khan say that Subriel was asking? Well, Subriel don't even know who Peter Khan is.
Mm-hmm.
He don't even know who he is. Peter, and I mean, I'll tell you one thing. I know that that's a ridiculous price to ask for. I mean, who wouldn't want $4 million? Who wouldn't want 5 million? I mean, you give me 50 million, I want them. But I know the reality of boxing, like I'm saying. So I mean, that's to me, it's just like
Not a It's not a real offer. Like it's not a real
one
predictable offer.
$4 million. The day Subriel makes $4 million, that day I retire from boxing, bro. I don't got nothing else to do anymore. I retire. I invest and I retire.
You lying. You lying. You're gonna stay
I
working. Stop playing.
morning, make sure people are running, make sure they're on diet, make sure that they're this. I'll invest, man. I'll go. I love Japan. I'll go live in Japan and just and hang out. But that's we all know that that was a bogus thing. That if he did talk to Peter Khan, with all due respect, Peter Khan don't have nothing to do with Subriel Matias. We laughed when that interview came out because we ain't we. We ain't asking for much money. We're just asking for what's worth. We know what we're worth. And do you think Subriel is $1 million?
What was that?
You think Subriel is $1 million fighter? You think he deserves $1 million?
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
exactly. So why am I going to drop down to 300, $400,000 when I believe that I have one of the best 140 pounds in the world? Why would I drop down to 350,000, or why would I drop down to 500,000? Why? Because you're giving me the opportunity to fight the greatest fighter in the world? No, that's not how it works, man. This is business, and that's how it is. But I believe that Subriel deserves more than $1 million. I believe it. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Let the people tell me here that I'm wrong, or whatever. But I believe that he deserves more than $1 million payday.
Mm.
I'll
So
tell you one thing. He's gonna give you a show that's worth $1 million.
absolutely.
Ends or whether he loses, he's gonna give you a show that's worth $1 million, because Subriel will be the guy gonna come look for you. Don't worry, he's not scared to get knocked, but he's gonna give you a good, and if you don't knock him, better be in a whole lot of shape.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, what about would y'all be give you an example. Would y'all be disrespected if y'all got less than what Regis got?
Absolutely. I believe with all my heart, and like I always
But
say,
Regis has been a two-time champion at that division.
all right,
And popularity is popularity.
but Regis can't stop Orleans, brother.
Huh?
We just can't sell out New Orleans.
Has Subriel fought in Puerto Rico yet?
Not about Puerto Rico, but I'll tell you one thing: he sold out in the places that he's fought at, like Minneapolis. That gotten, I mean, it's a small venue, but I'll tell you what, there was not even standing room left. And I know you're not going to compare Devin Haney to Subriel selling. I know that. I know. I'm not. You're not talking to a dumb guy. You're talking to a guy. But I'll tell you one thing: Subriel. Well, the day that Subriel Rico, that place is going to
So
explode.
you believe that you guys get more support than Regis Progress?
Absolutely, absolutely. He has
I'm not saying anything, but the media gotta hear it from these guys, from you. You know what I'm saying? For y'all.
has two countries behind him, bro. He has Mexico and he has Puerto Rico.
Háblame, háblame.
You know, he just doesn't have you ask Mexican who Regis Prograis are, they don't know him. You got
Okay, so you tell me
he
who
fought,
does Regis, does he have more popular Mexican fans than Arnold Barboza?
who's that?
Subiel.
Absolutely, and he has real Mexican fans, real from
Mm.
not American based Mexicans. I'm talking about real Mexican fans, Mexicans from Mexico, from Mexico City, from this type of thing because he trains here. He trains here. This is where he does his training. He comes out. You ask. Subriels came out with my father singing Mexican songs, old Mexican songs with him. Subriel has a bigger Mexican fan base than a lot of. He has a bigger Mexican fan base than Ryan Garcia. I'll tell you that.
So you believe in Mexico he'll do good?
He's already doing good. They love him. Mexico and Puerto Rico are rivals, but every time that he's gonna fight, you got Mexico supporting him. Just like when William Zepeda fights, you got Puerto Ricans supporting him. Why?
I need to be in the arena when it happens. I just need to see it.
The day that Subriel fought to defend his world title, you had guys there screaming "Viva Mexico, Viva Puerto Rico." Puerto Ricans asking me for. I had my Mexico hat on, to give them the hat and things like that. It's you got two countries and two countries behind him.
Mm, yeah. No, I hear you. I mean, he has a traditional Mexican style, so obviously it's people are gonna really gravitate to that for sure. Um, but in other news,
Somebody wrote something on here, brother. Somebody just wrote something on here. Look, listen, and it's no disrespect. When have you ever seen Manuel Marquez interviewing Barbosa?
mm,
And
háblame.
you got Juan Manuel Marquez. You have Pro Box en Español. You have ESPN en Español, Fox Deportes. They're all Mexican based. I was just with Marco Antonio Barrera a few days ago when you called.
Yep,
What, days ago.
you showed
Uh,
me the picture. Yep.
they wanted Suriel Matias on the un round más. That's Juan Manuel. That's a Barrera and Eric Morales, two Mexican legends, bro. Why? Because he just has that style. Barboza has it as well. I believe now him with Golden Boy, Barboza is going to become a known fighter because Golden Boy Oscar is great at doing that. Producing Mexican stars, and stuff. I believe I just don't had the right team at the time. Now he does. You know, he's a great guy. I had never met him before. I met him at the Ryan Garcia and Duarte fight. I got to sit down with him. He was in the same lobby, and I said, "Hey Arnold, I want to tell you, man, if there's anything I can do to make the fight, I'm going to make it because I think you deserve it." His dad is like the super humble dude, not like the typical boxing dad that's all over crazy. It was funny to see Barboza get like 4 fights after his fight, with Tio, Rolly, with he didn't look like that type with me. He was real cool. And I always believe the way you cross to people is the way you're gonna get talked back to. So Barboza was super cool with me. His dad is like super, super, super humble guy. We sat down together, watched the Ryan fight. Just a humble guy. And I wish, man, I wish that he can get the fight. I wish that Yomi can hear me. I wish that Pedro can listen to me. And if I had anything to say, I wish that Barboza is one of the guys that can get the fights.
How do you see it ending?
The way they all end, you know, they all end. And like I said, it's no disrespect, but it's just Subriel obligates you to fight. You got to fight. There's a moment in the fight where you have to stop. You got to fight this guy. and that's like committing suicide.
You know, I interviewed my good friend Buddy McGirt a couple days ago.
Favorite trainer of all times.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So look, they're gonna be in action this week, and I definitely want to get your fight prediction on that as well. But he walked me down a memory lane of when he was training Max for Subriel. He said Max sent me the video of film study of Subriel, and right away, Buddy said this motherfucker can fight. Like this guy's bad. This guy's a bad motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Had to relate that to Maxi. Now, and rest in peace, Maxi, as well. You know, go walking me through the rounds of when he wanted to stop the fight and the little argument he had with Max as far as wanting to stop the fight earlier. Because he seen that Maxi will land some shots on Subriel, but Subriel will get stronger and stronger when the rounds go by. And yeah, it was a great interview. It was crazy. Um, but yeah, that was that situation. What were your thoughts when you found out that happened?
Well, I was actually watching the fight at the time. They had me and Subriel have a real good friend in common who does all Subriel's media work. Um, George Miguel Bird, and he had told me, and when I told him, I said, Subriel wins by knockout. I know that rest in peace. Maxi was a great fighter, but I knew Subriel. That pressure, man. I was actually in Merida, Yucatan, at a restaurant watching that fight and stuff, and I say, man, they need to stop this fight. They need to stop it, and I think that's where Timothy Bradley to believe in Subriel and stuff because you got guys like Sean Porter who still don't believe in Subriel. I see Sean over there, and I told Sean, what'd you think? It was that Edgar fight. Still didn't give Subriel. He gave him some credit. He's a good fighter, but he jab. Shit, when you win, 20 of your fights by knockout, you're all right. But that's again, Subriel's 31 years old, bro. I can't sit there and try to change his style and try to change all these things. I'm gonna end up messing him up. So what I try to do is make sure that he have condition. What I try to make sure is that his neck's strong, that is that he's strong. And it's funny, bro. Since I've been with Subriel, every time we fight, they take our hand wraps. They look at our hand wraps. They send them back 2 days later. They do multiple drug tests. It's funny. It's you got the guys from Bada in there, and they go eat breakfast with him. They go there, make sure that what he's doing. They don't believe in his natural ability and his natural power and things like that. But I mean, like I told you, bro, they're all hard fights. All the guys that I got are gonna fight hard fighters. It's just it's hard to try to get the fights because, like I said, we know what he's worth, and we're not gonna take just for the opportunity. We're not getting an opportunity, brother. I don't know if people realize he is a world champion. He's a world champion. Like what you said about Buddy. Zacarias, the trainer of Ponce, said the same thing. He said every time Ponce would hit, Suriel, it was just he was getting stronger and stronger and stronger as we were getting weaker. So that's what it is. I mean, I'm not saying that Suriel is unbeatable because nobody's unbeatable. Everybody, and he's been beat before. He's been beat before, but it's gonna you're gonna have to go to hell and back to be able to beat a guy.
What do you say when people say he gets hit too much?
Look at you. You ever seen this after a fight? He's, he's not swelled up. He's
Talk
not,
to him.
he's not swelled up. There's different ways of defense. Boxing is an art. Remember that. Not everything is Floyd Mayweather style. Not everything is Manny Rodriguez style. Where you're slipping and sliding. There's way to get. I don't. You look at his opponent. Look at him. Can you imagine if he didn't get hit too much? What
Mm.
people always tell me, he starts too slow. Imagine if he were to start, he'd be knocking people 2 rounds instead of 5 rounds. But I mean, that's his style. Man. That's his style. It worked for him, and it's worked for him for over 20 fights. So that we plan to keep that style.
Right, right. Ladies and gentlemen, smash the like button. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. We got 85 people on here. Only 38 likes. You need to get these likes up. We got Coach Panda, the trainer, Subriel Matias, and William Zepeda, and Manny Rodriguez, our Puerto Rican champion. Now, um, this week you said that you know one of the best trainers in boxing, Buddy McGirt. I love Buddy. I love what he's done in his in his career as a fighter. Obviously, he was a fighter coach of the year at one point in time and one fight 1 year. I think it was 2018, 17. But either way, Buddy McGirt spoke upon the fight with Arthur Betterbiev and Callum Smith this weekend. I asked him what does he think about Arthur Betterbiev. He said to me, "I've never seen him fight. I don't watch too much film study." Why do you believe he? Is that good, Coach? I thought film study was something upon like
He's
to
probably
help you.
probably like me. I watch 2 minutes or a minute of a fighter when they send it to me, but at the end of the day,
You get uninterested. You're like, "Oh my guys, I got this."
no, it's not only that. Is that my guy has never fought that style, or that style has never fought my guy. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, they're two different styles. I try to look for repeated. Okay, he drops his left hand, and I watched 3 or 4 videos of 2 minutes each, and every one of these videos making the same mistake. So that's something that's unfixable, or that he hasn't fixed in a long time. That's what I go off. But I don't sit there and watch whole 45-minute fights and all kinds of crazy stuff. I got a lot of things to do to be sitting doing all that. But but uh, but he'll man, they'll find out who Better is on Saturday. He's that's a monster.
What did you hear about the statements of the PED, the testing is concerned?
Oh, see, I'm not into the whole internet thing, man. My boss sitting here next to me, he's always telling me on Twitter. Did you see that on Twitter? I got like 700 messages on Twitter. I don't even know how to look at them, but
Oh, so
but
he's basically just giving you all the news.
yeah, he tells me all the time. Did you see this? Or he'll forward stuff and things like that. But yeah, I don't look at that. I look at certain like funny things. Certain just my weight. People say, oh that so big fat guys can train guys. I laugh at it. It don't make me mad. It makes me laugh. At the end of the day, I got 2 world champions and four number 1 contenders in my gym.
Bomac's not too skinny.
Yeah, and he
But
and he has the best fighter on the planet right now.
yeah, so I need to get myself a fat trainer. Is that what it is?
Yeah,
Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like. So you believe what? Better beef by KO. Do you think this is a 50-50 fight? Talk to me.
5 rounds better be.
That fast?
He,
So the Callum Smith only loss is with Canelo Alvarez.
he'll have to remember me. Call me that day. There's some
Five
there's
rounds.
there's sometimes that they can call us trainer of the year or whatever, but we don't get up there. We don't fight for our fighters.
True.
Our job is to protect them.
Mm, big facts. Big facts. So fifth round stoppage. What does that do coming into the Bevo fight and him? I mean, what do you see in that fight? That seems like the big fight at light heavyweight.
Now that's a good. I think they both signed with the Arabic guy right now. They're both with that guy. What I see is a whole lot of money, bro. They got a
Mm.
whole and they don't have to pay a lot of taxes. Fighting out there in Saudi Arabia and but it's a good fight. It's a good fight. But Bivol's ever been hit by something like that. But I don't think Beterbiev has ever been boxed by someone like Bivol that's going to maintain his patience. That's going to fight him like he fought Canelo the whole time. 3 punches. that old school Uzbekistan amateur style, and tall, very disciplined fighter. But it's a whole lot of money fight.
Mm.
More money than I think they ever probably thought they would ever make in their life.
Who do you lean towards?
Bivol. I think Bivol will maintain his patience and he just needs to fight more often too. He's not fighting enough.
Mm. That's a that's I understand why you would say that. Now, what do you think about the comments of people saying that really, you know, Arthur Betterbiev hasn't been really in there with a puncher like Callum Smith? I
It's
mean,
kind
obviously he's been in there with Joe Smith, which is a big puncher, but I think with the precision, the accuracy of Callum, what do you think about that?
we'll see. We'll see
You think
Saturday.
he just walk right through him, right?
It's going to be 5 intense rounds.
Mm, mm. What do you think about Ngannou coming in and shaking up the heavyweight division?
That's the guy who just beat a welder, right? Or is that
He
him?
didn't win nobody. I think he won everybody's heart when he fought Fury.
Oh, that's the MMA guy.
Yes, and now he has a contract signed to fight Anthony Joshua next.
I don't I never I haven't I still haven't seen the fight when he fought Fury, but I know people were saying that so I don't know who the guy is, but yeah, I know he's an MMA or he some type of martial arts or something like that. But
No. I understand because at the end of the day, a lot of the coaches don't know.
like I just said, that's some money and fighting out there in Arabia and things like that. It's crazy money.
By any chance, are you guys gonna be going to that Amanda Serrano Jake Paul fight in Puerto Rico?
I'm gonna try and make it. It's on the second. I know I have Williams and Fada fighting on the 16th, so we try not to leave camp. But I'm gonna see if I can. I was invited. I was invited to go there, so we'll see. We'll see. Maybe I can go the day before and just come back the next day.
Yeah, let me know because I'm gonna be out there. Speaking about William Zepeda, he has a fight in the 16th. Who's he fighting? What's talk to us?
He's fighting. We just confirmed he's fighting Maxi Hughes. Um, the guy
His last opponent was
can
George Campos. People thought he won. I thought he won.
95% of people thought he won. So I'm here in Texas now with Williams' manager and stuff. So he just confirmed yesterday that it's Maxi Hughes, and they're fighting for a double eliminator,
A double eliminator.
the WBA final eliminator and the IBF final eliminator.
So this is wow. So you guys are going to be super in the mix.
Yeah. So with pending, we'll have who wins from Kambosos and Lomachenko, and then we'll see what I guess Trevante Davis is the mandatory at for the WBA. So we got to see who he's fighting as well. We haven't heard any news or when PBC is doing it. So
And that mandatory is going to be what in between you and Ryu, William Zepeda and Ryu.
I think Ryo. What did Ryo? He didn't fight at 35. Did he fight at? What did he fight at?
He fought at 35, and that was for a eliminator for the WBA. But they didn't say final eliminator. They just
Yeah.
said it was an eliminator.
There's a difference between an eliminator and a final eliminator.
Of course.
So ours is a final eliminator, which means we would be the ones to fight whoever the champion is. Ryo would have to if would have to wait.
So William Cepeda is an option on the Tank Davis sweepstakes.
Yes, sir.
You're in some good shape right now, huh, Panda?
I'm a little out of shape. I've been out of shape for a while.
But now you're doing all right.
We're doing all right.
Wow. What do you see in that fight? You think you guys could beat Tank?
Of course, if I don't, like I told you last time, man, if I don't think I can beat anybody, I wouldn't be training these guys. My job is if I as a coach can't believe that we can win, then shit, I ain't got no business in this business. You know what I'm saying? I think and again, Williams a high, high risk, low pay. So a lot of people are not gonna. I can guarantee you that people will probably move up and wait before they fight him because you know financial interest.
Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Come on, support the channel, baby. Become a member as well. So, like, do you feel like that fight with Tank Davis? What do you see in that fight with William Zepeda and Tank Davis? Talk to me. Like, what? Obviously, you see victory, but how do you see it?
Oh, decision. We all know everybody. William has a lot of knockouts on his record, but they're knockouts because of his pressure and that type of stuff. We know he's not a subriel Matias that can probably hurt you with one punch. But William is an intelligent fighter. William's a smart fighter. A lot of people see him come forward, but they don't know that he comes from a very experienced amateur boxing as well, just like Tank. William has fought all over the world. He's fought guys from Uzbekistan. He's fought guys from Russia, from Cuba, from China. All of these type of places. So, William's a guy that can slip. He can move. He can do a lot of things, and he's a natural 135 pounds. That's the difference. He's not a guy coming up. He's not a guy coming up from 126, and or 130. He's a guy that's 135, and the next day he's going to be. And again, he has a smart team behind him that we're not taking any clause just because there's a good high payday where you can't rehydrate, where you can't redo these things. That's not what champions do. Champions don't make you not hydrate. Uh, you know, but that's why people like Subriel. That's why people like William because they'll fight whoever, and the next day you weigh in what you weigh in. Not trying to no you gotta because I'm the champion you gotta hydrate to this or we're gonna weigh in at 4 o'clock in the afternoon and nah we don't do that shit, bro.
Mm, mm. You think Tank will fight you guys?
He's a world champion, right? You shouldn't be wanting to you shouldn't duck anybody. I like to believe old school boxing.
It's
Every
about selling. It's really about selling tickets with them.
I guarantee if he fights William Cepeda, he's gonna sell out.
Yeah.
Or he fights Pitbull Cruz, he's gonna sell out.
Talk to
You-
me. Why is that combination work so well?
When did Mayweather sell out?
Mexican fighters.
Exactly. That's it. Mexicans give you shows.
So, do you think that the Mexican community really adores Cepeda?
I'd like to invite you. Anytime you want to come down to Mexico, you let me know, brother, and we'll take you down so you can see him walk through the malls.
Mm. Mm. JM goes. Coach Panda Matias got a 10-pound rehydration clause every time he fights, though.
That's Matias. That's the IBF. Matias don't struggle with weight.
So, when it comes to unifying, obviously, like that trumps the clause, correct?
No, because IBF still needs to do what they do. It depends who wins the judging and all of the supervising things, but mostly IBF usually wins where you still have to do the 10 pound thing.
I be telling people
So,
that.
so guess who would be a problem for?
Dun 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 dun. The
Exactly, not
Dream, Devin Haney.
not not for us. And
Mm.
again, we're here to do it. So oh no, we're gonna give this much, but this no, we're gonna pay you. No, you're not. You ain't giving me an opportunity, bro. We're world champions, and I believe we're world champions.
Do you think if he does move up to fight Mario Barrios at 47, you think that he could be victorious?
Who's that? Devin Haney?
Yeah,
Yeah, he'll beat these guys.
he'll beat
You
up Mario
speak
Barrios.
Spanish, right?
What?
You speak Spanish,
Yep.
so you can translate this for me. My coach, my Cuban coach used to say, la calidad no tiene peso.
The quality doesn't have a dollar.
No peso, weight. It doesn't quality doesn't have
Oh, doesn't
weight.
have weight.
So you
Okay.
can be, Devin's a smart guy, bro. He's a good fighter. You can move up to 147 and he'll still be a great fighter.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, because people want to know. People want to know where this talk is,
He
and
won't have
people
the
want.
power. I'll tell you that one thing. He won't have the power, But we know that. But I mean, he's a smart. And another thing, if you stand in front of Devin, there's just like he did a Regis. At least he's gonna put you on your ass one or twice. During the fight.
You know, when it comes down to big fights, you know, we talk about high risk, low reward guys, and then sometimes these companies they might need to just put two of those guys together. Uh, how comfortable are you knowing the fact that you guys don't rehydrate high, but a guy like Jerome Boots Ennis does, and for Subriel Matias to go fight Boots at 47?
First, like I told you, we're not fighting at 47 because he makes 140 easy, and that just tells you that the next day, for all his fights, he has to make the 10-pound limit. So that tells you that he makes the weight easy.
Para
Why?
ahora, for right now.
For right now, but I mean, he has the height, and
He's a big 40. He's a
and the
big 40.
and the physique to make 147. But Subriel, I can tell you one thing about him and Manny. They don't do diets. They don't have nutritionists. They don't have people that are giving them salad and giving them
No, he's eating his rice and beans every day.
exactly. He eats his rice and beans, and once a week he eats his fried pork. That was something that he spoke to me about when we started. He said, "All I ask you is give me the opportunity to be able to eat my pork chop at least once a week." So we've
He
honored,
likes his food. That's funny.
yeah, we've honored it, and he's honored his word. Every time he said, "I'm gonna stop this guy in this round," there's a saying we say in Mexico: "Lo que digas con la boca lo sostienes con los huevos." So what he said with his mouth, he sustained it with his balls. So you
Oh,
know
and salute to JM because yeah, Boots does has the IBF, which is a 10 pound weight class. If there's any time to move up to 47 to make a big statement fight, that would be it, wouldn't you think?
Yeah, yeah, no, yeah, but right now there's no need. We still need to. We want to unify at 140. We're still making weight.
Absolutely.
Boots Ennis is not even on my
But
radar.
what happens if they don't give you the opportunity? That's the thing that I'm trying to get some. I like the Barno Barboza fight. I like that.
Then
I
then,
like that.
then I guess that's something that his management team has to talk about and maybe moving up. You
Because
know,
I remember Tito Trinidad talking to Subriel talking about you could definitely be a welterweight.
yeah, Suriel can be a 154 with his height and with his. But we'll see. First, we'll see if these guys are real champions and they really want to fight.
Mm, mm. So that Cambosis and Lomachenko fight, you guys are superly in line. You know Shakur's gonna be sick if you guys get that fight. You know that, right?
I mean,
Hey, I mean it is what it is. You guys are in the business too, right?
yeah, I mean, what do I do? Say, okay, we're not gonna fight. Let Shakur fight, or
No, no, but I'm just saying. I know you know. We
I
know him.
know.
You
Yeah,
know, and
kid.
you know, Twitterson's about to pull up real quick. You know what I'm saying? If you guys get that fight over him, he's been dying for a Loma fight.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, we still need to be Maxie Hughes because, like I said, no fighter's unbeatable, man. No
He
fighter's
could
unbeatable,
box. He could box. He could
and
box.
got to beat him. So, I got to give him his respect, and we got to beat him first before we can even think about Loma and Comboses and those type of things. I bet this guy that just got knocked out by Rosso, he was thinking already about fighting Rolly Romero. But right now he's thinking about what he's gonna do next and probably go fight in. I don't know where he's from. Where is he from?
Russell.
Yeah, he's from England or something, right? No, no. Barroso's from Venezuela. The other guy that he just fought, O'Hara Davis.
O'Hara Davis. Yeah, he from out there. Yeah.
Yeah, they'll probably fight him in Tijuana somewhere before he can get back to 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 get to that level. You know what I'm saying? But that's what happens when you start thinking of fighters ahead of time before you fight your guy, and you lose focus. Right now we're focused on Maxie Hughes, not on Loma nor Cambosos. When we win Maxie Hughes, God willing, then we'll see what's next. Remember, it's a double final eliminators,
Yeah.
so we'll have a choice.
Exactly. You can move different directions. I like it. That's awesome. Um, Barroso's in the picture now.
Yeah, he's been all over pictures, man. Well, yeah, he's to me. It made me happy to see him, get his revenge and be able to win. And
How
hopefully,
well do you know him?
I know I didn't even know about Barroso till he fought Rolly the first. When he fought Rolly, I didn't know.
Right.
His coach is a really good friend of mine. Send him a shout out, Moro Fernandez. Really really good friend of mine, and I fought Moro a few times with Matt. I fought him with Manny Rodriguez and then we fought him in Mexico and stuff like that. So he's a good friend of mine. Yeah,
So Barroso beats Rolly in the rematch.
I'll beat Rolly, bro.
Échale! Put Panda with the gloves on. Let's go.
And he'll be on here talking all that shit and talking about my weight and all that stuff on there. It's all right, bro. I got credibility.
Diablo. So tú lo metes mano. You give it to Rolly.
Uh, I'll beat Rolly. I'll tell you that right now.
Sleepy. NyQuil. Como subriel.
Easy.
Diablo. Don't mess with Coach Panda. Panda, panda,
Hey,
panda, panda.
I'm almost 42.
Mmm.
Not 42, but I'm almost gonna be 40. So
Man, you
he
look
has,
younger than me.
he has
God damn.
he has problems with 40-year-olds.
Oh! Poof, poof. You doing him. You doing him. So does Barroso beat Ryan? And does does Mayweather finagle? Hey, here's some step aside money. Barroso, let
Ryan,
us get
Ryan,
it. Let
Ryan Ryan will beat Barroso. He can't just get dumb and and get caught with a power shot like that. You know what I'm saying? But Ryan, I think, is smart enough to maintain his distance and to be able to box him. Styles make fights. You know what I'm saying? I think this O'Hara guy, underestimated him, went in, put his hands down, and got caught. With the guy, you can be 50 years old and still have power. You know what I'm saying? So power is the last thing that leaves. But no, I think Ryan beats him. I think Subriel beats Barroso. I think um Teofimo, all these guys, beat Barroso. I'm happy for him that he was, but I mean, I'm just upset that why they stopped the fight when he was beating Rolly. They stripped him from a regular world title.
hell yeah, hell yeah, they did. JM, ask him, is Haney getting slept or quit on the stool versus Matias?
No, I think Haney survives. He's a smart fighter. He has an IQ. He's gonna grab. He's gonna run. Look at Haney's last fight. You know,
Diablo, so espérate. Haney goes 12 he's the first to go 12 rounds with Matias?
it's just you got to understand. Like I said, style makes fight. Haney's a smart fighter. He's gonna run. How many punches
So
did
you
Haney?
don't believe in Subriel's legs then
Yeah, no, I believe in
to
Subriel.
continue to get to him? I'm gonna dissect it right now.
Subriel catches him with something with the left hook. It's over. You know,
Maliciously, yeah, correct.
but you last fight. Uh, you guys are bloggers. You guys know about boxing. You guys know that. How many punches did Devin throw in his last fight with reach?
He didn't throw much.
You have like a statistic about what he threw?
I don't.
Okay,
I know he didn't throw much, and I know that
he didn't throw much,
uh
but round 10, 11, and 12, he threw a whole lot less and ran a whole lot more, right? Because
yes,
for progress that kept coming, I'm gonna tell you
he
something.
had to go for broke, yeah.
Yeah, Subriel's 100 times better than Progress, hits 100 times harder than Progress, and every
Clout.
intention is gonna hurt you. You got so that tells me that 10, 11, 12 rounds, Devin is
Yeah,
kind
like so people are saying Devin probably throws a hundred around.
of man. I
That's a
don't.
lot though. I don't think he throws that.
I don't
That's more like Subriel's numbers, right?
that's Matias Zepeda's
Numbers, yeah.
output there. Yeah, I don't. There's no
Yeah.
way 100 punches around.
No, no, I don't think so either. He does a good amount, but not that much. He's more, on a defensive foot. He moves his feet more than his hands, that's for sure.
Yes, sir.
Um, but yeah, Coach, thank you for joining us, man. I think we definitely got a whole bunch of answers of what's going on. A lot of people were asking me, "Hey, Mills, It's been 2 weeks since Panda said he was gonna get these guys together, and why. And now we're getting different stories between different fights. We also wanted to know what Subir's doing. Obviously, I'm gonna be setting up one real soon with you guys together. Hopefully, we can get that done once you guys are reunited again.
Yes, sir. Yeah, and thank you guys for having us on the show, man.
Absolutely. God bless, man. On to the next one, man.
You too.
Appreciate you.
See you.
Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. This is the time that we're gonna go jump on Instagram. Let all the people speak upon their thoughts on some of the interviews. If you guys are on here, jump onto the Instagram. We're gonna be chopping it up. Boxing talk. Okay. Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. If you like that interview, smash that like button. I thought it was a great interview. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hold on 1 second, guys. Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Millcityboxing. Had to pin it. We had a great interview with Subriel Matias' coach Panda. And we are here live on Instagram and on YouTube. Shout out to the 80 people on the live. Make sure you guys hit the like button so we can get the visibility of the show a lot higher. We're going to be tapping people in, letting them know what's going on, what are their thoughts on certain fights. And that's that time part of the show. So smash that like button. Hold on 1 second, guys. I just gotta smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's your boy, Mill City Boxing, home of the high level pro boxing media, the fighters channel, the trainers channel, the people's channel. And this is that time. We are live on Instagram and YouTube once again. Just be waiting here for some of the people to come in and talk this boxing talk. But that was definitely a great interview with Panda. If y'all didn't get the answers, if all y'all YouTube channels didn't get the answers, it's definitely that. Make sure you guys on YouTube, if you guys want to go and chop it up, what your thoughts on the interview with Coach Panda, Subir Matias' trainer. Come in, tap in. Let me know what your thoughts are on the Instagram. It's Mill City Boxing on Instagram. So make sure you guys come out and let me know what your thoughts are. Bobby in the building. Bobby. What's good? This is my guy from Massachusetts, Bobby Harris, man. He's a boxer as well, undefeated. You know what I'm saying? He has plenty of hats that he wears, but the one he enjoys the most is playing dad. So what's going on, Bobby?
Not much, man. Everything good.
We
excited for this Ortiz López fight.
Talk to me. What's your thoughts on the fight?
I think if the best version of Jermaine Ortiz shows up that night, he comes out victorious, no problem.
No problem?
No problem at all.
You believe that Teo does not pose any threat to Jermaine Ortiz?
He definitely all. I mean, anytime you step, he definitely poses a threat. That definitely poses a threat. But I think Jermaine Ortiz did a phenomenal job against Lomachenko, and he exposed different things that Teo was not able to expose on Lomachenko. And I just think Jermaine Ortiz is the better all-around fighter. and it's not the same game.
Were you there? I know that you was there for Jermaine's fight with Africa, and Jermaine was victorious. But let me know, were you in that fight? Were you there for the Teo fight as well?
I was not there for the Teo fight, no.
Okay. Jermaine said it was a competitive fight. Obviously, it's the amateurs. It's only 3 rounds. Um, Tell me, how does that? Obviously, Teo. Do you think he's talking a little bit too much as far as trying to entertain a fight with Terrence Crawford instead of being focused on Jermaine?
I think Teofimo understands the seriousness of Jermaine, but he's not really giving Jermaine the respect he deserves. Leading up to this fight, talking about other things besides Jermaine. Every time I see an interview with this guy, it's always talking about either Teofimo, he's talking about Terrence Crawford or Devin Haney or these other guys, and they're not really paying much attention to Jermaine as if he's just expected to walk over Jermaine easy. This is if the best Teofimo don't show up with his head clear, he's gonna be in for a very, very long night. Jermaine Ortiz is much bigger, much stronger, and I think more technically sound than Teofimo. Teofimo likes to go in there and get into his groove, but once he cannot find his groove, he starts to go into panic mode because his dad don't know nothing about boxing because he's watching Bruce Lee tapes on YouTube. So what's going to happen is if the same thing happens where he fought in George Cambosis, where he gets hurt and he don't know what else to do, where else to turn to, he's going to go to his one trick that he knows, and that's to try to throw power shots, and it's not going to work. I think coming from my position and where I stand at and how I know both fighters, the relationship I have with Jermaine, I think Jermaine is a lot more technically sound and better IQ than Teofimo.
Are you going to Vegas?
Yeah, I'll be there.
Thursday.
Yep.
Super Bowl weekend. Hotels are expensive, but I know that's your boy.
Very. No, I wouldn't miss it. I would not miss it.
So, you and I were there for the Lomachenko fight. Yep. We separated. They kicked me out of that seat where I was right behind you. I went to where all the coaches and media people were at. Got to sit with Teo while watching the fight. A lot of talks. A lot of it looked like, not saying that Teo is scared, but when you have a fighter that's focused on the final call when they were trying to announce the winner.
Yeah.
Teo looked so focused. Like, I was focused, but Teo was more focused than me. Like, if if this one wins, then I'm gonna have to see this one again.
Yeah.
Right. That's how I took it.
Yeah. No, he knew right away what's up because even before the fight, he was saying Jermaine was gonna get washed. That it was a no-brainer, but I think he really got an eye opener on, wow, this is a Jermaine that I've never even heard of. Like, I've never seen this. This is not the same guy that I've seen in the Golden Gloves. Because if he was comparing Jermaine to the Golden Gloves like he did, he would have thought it was a walkover. But this is a mega fight, and it's not like he washed Jermaine in the Golden Gloves. I know people that were there and have told me, like guys like Irvin Gonzalez that was out there with him, and the fight was a competitive fight.
So, I gotta get into the super chat right here. Ghostbusters, thank you for the $5. Mills, make no mistake about it. Bill will lowball Matias and then say he ducked Dev. Then, when he doesn't accept the BS offer, he deserves what Regis got. I absolutely agree that he shouldn't get more or less. I think that it should be right around there. Exactly. I think that Panda made a good assumption on how popular subriel is. So, Bobby, let me fill you in. Because I'm on YouTube and I'm on Instagram. So I want you to fill you in, all right? And shout out to Subriel Matias. We're over here talking about Subriel Matias, and then Subriel pulls up. That's funny as hell. Shout out to Subriel, el campeón. Hablando aquí boxeo. Pero, so, yo, God is good. I'm trying to tell you, God is good. It's funny. So, Bobby, talk to me. Subriel Matias, also a guy fighting at the 140 division, a champion that, you know, Jermaine Ortiz might need to see if he is victorious with Teofimo López. Talk to me about your thoughts. I know you're Puerto Rican. What are your thoughts on Subriel Matias, first of all?
I really like him as a fighter. I think he is a very strong fighter. I think he's a big bully, and he likes to be the bully. But I really want to see him against somebody who knows how to tame guys like that. The last fight I seen of him was honestly the first time I really seen him like that. I was very impressed with his power and his ability to, with how you say, maintain the storm while walking his guy down. But what I did take note on as well is that his jab is not. He doesn't depend on his jab as much as I would want him to. A fighter like that to depend on their jab. He more so likes to have both hands up and block shots and try to walk you down that way. But if he fights a guy who knows how to use his legs, jab and move, and not get hit, then I think he will be in for a long night. I think Teofimo gives him a really good fight. If you don't stay right in front of him, I think Jermaine gives him a good fight. I think Shakur gives him a good fight. I think Devin Haney. I mean, I wouldn't go as far as saying that he will watch the division and be king of the division. I want to see him up against one of those star guys.
Bobby, I got my homegirl Jackie Hernandez, one of my first members, says, "Who's talking?" Bobby Harris. At least show your face a little bit on it and introduce yourself and who you are. He's also a fighter, ladies and gentlemen.
Bobby Harris, two-time national champion, traveled around the world with Team USA, silver medalist in the World Games, trained by all the best trainers all around the world. One of my favorites that I trained with is Rocky Gonzalez, Jermaine Ortiz's trainer. I'm also familiar with Shakur Stevenson. Me and Shakur Stevenson have been in camp for a little bit together, and we've trained together. His grandfather has traveled with me to Ecuador to fight in world championship tournaments. So, when it comes to boxing, it's what I study. It's what I know.
Lately, I appreciate that. All 80 people of you on the YouTube channel, please smash the like button. Definitely had a great interview, and also now we in getting into the show piece. You know what I'm saying? And for the people that don't know, I add the Instagram format, with the YouTube together. So what I need all y'all to do though is smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. So Bobby, the talk. All right, we got Arthur Betterbiev and Callum Smith. How does it go down tomorrow night?
It should be easy work for Arthur. He should be able to bully his man, bully that guy down. I don't know too much about that guy too much now. All I know is that Canelo really put it on him. But I think Betterbiev, it should be his work. It should be his win.
What do you have for that big super fight at light heavyweight? When it comes down to Betterbiev and Bivol.
It'd be a good fight. To be honest, if you ask me right now, my stand on it right now is that it is a 50-50 fight. But I'm gonna edge a little bit more towards Bivol because he does have that experience of being at that level of big fights, and when he beat Canelo, you gotta take that into consideration.
Absolutely. Shout out to my guy Blind Faith. I got the membership set up, man. So you already know. You're the one that told me to set it up. I got it set up. Shout out your boy. The link is in the comments. So, other news: Terrence Crawford and Teofimo López. Do you feel like that's a mismatch, a super mismatch, or do you think it's just a clout chase, or do you think Teofimo really about that smoke?
think Teofimo is really about that smoke, but the only reason why I feel like he is because he is a little delusional. And he really believes what he says when he says it, which I guess is a good thing. You need to have that in the sport of boxing. But at the same time, as boxers, when you need to have that team to let you know, hey, right now it's time to think with your head instead of with your balls and your cojones. Comes to if they were to ever fight, I think Terrence Crawford will stop him in the eighth, and that's giving a compliment to Teofimo.
Eighth round.
Yeah.
So, do you feel like that's a big fight?
Oh, for sure. I think that would sell a lot of tickets, and everybody would be very interested in that kind of fight, for sure.
Eighth round stoppage. How does it go down though? To the body, to the head.
I'm not sure, man. To be honest with you, I think physically, what's that guy's name? Terrence Crawford fought. Not only Errol Spence, but I'll use Errol Spence. You see how Errol Spence was taking those shots, and if you watch the last fight, you don't even have to watch the fight. Watch until the end of the fight where he gets his interview and watch Teofimo's face. Just look at his face. Just look at Teofimo's face right after the fight. Who did he fight? The last guy he fought? Who did he fight?
Josh Taylor?
Yeah, Josh Taylor. And Josh Taylor is nothing but an up and down fighter. He's a great fighter. He's a fight champion at 140, but Josh Taylor is not like he got different in his toolbox. You know, for me, he's not spectacular. He don't got that it factor. Guys like Shakur and Haney and Jermaine and Teo. I mean, when Terrence Crawford, he really hurts Teo bad. He hurts him. He hurts him bad.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. He hurts him bad. And if I was Teo's father, I'd be telling him, don't even look that way yet, man. You need to focus on 140 and what you're doing here. You just got here. You just won all the belts here.
Right. That's what Terrence Crawford said. You got to deal with the little guys.
Exactly. Like you. I mean, I know it might be a little bit clout chasing, and I can't knock him for trying to get his name out there more that he's now. You know, so the more attention, the better. I can't knock him for it, but when it comes down to the reality of things, there's levels and there's weight classes for a reason.
So do you think that fight's about levels and the size?
Oh, definitely.
Definitely.
I think Terrence Crawford is able to deal with any size up to 168. I believe it. I think Terrence Crawford gives Canelo a run for his money. You know, I won't go as far as saying that he'll win, but he'll definitely put up a good fight. Better fight than Charlo did. I know that.
He got more dog in him. Is that what you're saying? He got more to give.
He don't go in there just satisfied with what he got. He going in there. He want to win.
Right.
You know, he not going in there just. He want to win. He want, and he gonna go trying too, because he's already been there, done that. He dropped. He's got up. He's duped it out and came back. You know, there's levels.
The fight you want to see 2024.
You gotta give me.
Dímelo. Háblame claro, no me hables. We talking about, you know what we talking about. You was on the YouTube. Refresh my memory when it comes to talking about your thoughts on this weekend's fights and the whole topic, the interview we did with Coach Panda. Willie, the mic is yours.
Man. I mean, I was watching the interview for the most part, but you know what it is, man. I'm working too, so I gotta kind of juggle the two. But I did catch a lot of his comments, and
What you think about the vibes? Is subriel Matias a duck, or is people ducking him? What is it?
It's kind of hard, man, because we talking about this a lot off the phone in terms of how ready a fighter should be all the time. You know, I know that it's short notice, but if you're a fighter and you in the gym and you stay in shape, then 2 months shouldn't be a problem for anybody. You know what I mean? Regardless of sparring or anything, if you go to the gym normally on a daily basis, there's more than likely people there that'll spar you for free, just because they want to learn. So do I think I wouldn't say it's a dud. I think that they were very unprepared. And, it's kind of easy to talk because
or the circumstances?
I don't know, man. Like I said, a lot of these fighters, when they're not fighting, they're not in the gym. Not everybody's Terrence Crawford. In that case, where you stay in hella shape, you stay ready. You know what I mean? I feel like that's part of being a champion. But I feel like the coach also has to remind his fighter that, if you don't, if you can't be lacking.
Shout out to the champ, the undisputed champ, the welterweight undisputed champion, my guy from Louisiana. St. Louis. Damn. I almost had it pinpoint. Yeah. It's your boy Corey Spence on Millcityboxing. What's going on, Corey?
What's up with you, my guy?
Listen up, man. Topic of the day. Teofimo López versus Terrence Crawford. Clout chase or a good fight?
Make it happen. Good fight. Good fight. I'll say good fight. That's a very good fight. Yeah, man. I piggyback off that. It's stylistically a great fight. Great fight. People don't understand like that. I feel like one of the biggest things about being a great fighter is taking risks and moving up and doing something that not everybody else does. Yeah. But also, Teofimo can fight. Yeah. He's not gonna blow Teofimo out the water.
So how you see the fight going?
Man, with boxing, you never know, but of course you gotta give Crawford the edge.
Shout out to Clarissa Shields, the GWOAT in the building.
What up, Clarissa? What's up with you, Clarissa?
Definitely want to know her thoughts. I seen the plane ride too. I seen the little plane ride. I seen it, girl. Let's talk about it. Stop playing. It's Millcityboxing, home of the high level pro boxing media. Nah, she dipped away. She heard plane ride and she said, "Whoop, the daisy."
But that shit was kind of funny. It's a good way to promote the fight, though. So I think it's a more realistic way. They kind of respect each other. They kind of don't. Yeah. But I like that fight, though, man.
You like that fight?
I like that fight, man. I think that's gonna be tough. And you never know, man. Activity counts. Like I said, if you don't fight often, as much as you think that doesn't affect you, it does. And Crawford's getting a little older. I know. He's a monster though. That's why. To me, it's more of like a.
Me too, Jackie.
75-25. The thing is, it's just, Teofimo's coming up. But as far as skill level, Teofimo got skills to pay the bills too. You know what I'm saying? So, I like the fight, but I gotta give the edge to Crawford. most definitely. I agree with you. Yeah, but Teofimo gonna come get it, man.
What does that say about Teo?
He's willing to take risks. Yeah. See, I've been watching and knowing Teofimo ever since the Hamlet. You know how they played him by going to the Olympics and everything. You know, I always said he had very top skills, but you know, your mental can play a part in this game. You know what I'm saying? You know, and it can do something to you as far as your life outside the ring. You know what I'm saying? Can play a big part in your performances in the ring. And I feel like that's what happened to Teofimo. His real life outside the ring got in the way of his life in boxing. Distractions could be a burden.
Do you think he's overlooking Jermaine Ortiz?
Nah, I mean, it's kind of 50-50. I feel like he's really trying to promote a future fight and the current fight. You know, right. I watched the video he did on his Instagram, and you know, it's kind of one of the reels that he's starting to make now more often. And it's promotion, man. It's entertaining to see shit like that. You know, reminds me a lot of WWF. But the lead up to the fights and everything, that they would have all these commercials. You know, I don't know a relationship with his pop. You know, it's crazy. It's crazy, but you know, sometimes I think his dad, you know, messes with Teo head, man. I really feel that way. You know, I think it does, man. It's like I was watching this one interview. You know, Teo was calm. You know, being relaxed and all that. His daddy walks in the room and he changed it to a whole other person. It threw his game way off.
Oh, you seen the interview?
Yeah.
The Top Rank interview.
Yeah, it threw it way off. Yeah, I mean, so you know how they say, you know, some people put on like a persona for the camera, but but they're completely different. So that could be the case, you know, which you kind of understand, I guess, sometimes.
See, some of the things that Senior does that I feel like people, like I feel like he, you know, he tries to protect his son as well at times. And sometimes he goes about it a little bit his way, if you know what I mean. And when it comes to the politics, him and Teo kind of shit on Top Rank and other networks as well. And once you start getting to that level, you start to mess around with money, decision makings, and all that. And that is kind of like why you seen in the last fight, they kind of singled out Senior, but they let Bill Haney be the topic when it came down to, because Bill knows how to handle the politics.
Yeah, but the thing about that, it was at one point in time, you know, Teofimo was asking for money that he didn't really earn yet. They had him speaking way above this number than what he should be getting paid. And he stood on that. I think that's where the problem came in. You know what I'm saying? Like to begin them big bucks, you would have had to achieve things like Crawford did. He's a two division undisputed champion. You know what I'm saying? And at that time, he really hasn't accomplished that much. But he was speaking of these big numbers and all that, and dude, you gotta earn that, man. I think also where he kind of messed up at is that he didn't like really pursue a rematch with him. Yes, he kind of let that go. Right, and to me, he could have got that rematch and beat him easy. Yeah, I completely agree. You know, even if it wasn't warranted, you know, run it back, you know, and raise your stock a little bit more. That's what I mean about it.
That's right. Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. We got Corey Spence in the building.
His mental was gone, man. Like. And some of these boxers are not made for that. You know what I'm saying? Some of these boxers grew up different than some of us did. You know what I'm saying? Not to mention that they're getting rich very early. Yeah. Know? So if they get and they get puts a damper on wanting them to fight. They get spoiled. They get spoiled, man. They get spoiled, man. Yeah, that's why I kind of think it kind of taints it a little bit because, you know, if I'm a boxer in my 20s and I win $2 or $3 million and I'm able to invest that correctly, then I never have to fight again. You know what I mean? Because I just won these millions of dollars. But it's not like back in the day where it was kind of less money and you needed to really work to get to that $1 million point or that high point. Yeah, it's kind of a crazy game now.
What y'all think about this tomorrow night's fights? Arthur Betterbiev, Callum Smith, and the whole situation with Arthur Betterbiev, with all his hormones going all over the place.
I was reading a bit more about that. I don't think it's a big deal. Right. I mean,
right.
Atypical compared to adverse. My understanding is that atypical is when your body kind of naturally raises those levels versus adverse where they can see that you put something in your body to enhance it. So, I mean, I don't think it's a big deal. I don't think anybody should make it a big deal. You know, we all know Betterbiev actually works hard. He's always showing off, you know what I mean? So, yeah, he gonna knock him out anyway.
What round?
Yeah.
Early or late?
I think Callum gets through the first 4, and then 5 to 7, she starts getting rocked.
5 to 7, Callum starts to get rocked.
Yeah.
Under or over, Willie?
Under 7 or over? I feel like over 7.
He'll
hang in there. He's a big dude. Yeah, but I think like Anthony Yard, he's gonna get into that extreme and think that he can out-muscle Betterbiev. He gonna get caught. He gonna break him down though. Yeah. I got him breaking him down though. That pressure. Yeah.
Okay. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. It's Millcityboxing, home of the high-level pro boxing media. The fighter channel, the trainers channel, the people's channel. I got one of my homeboys coming in right now. YSN Sports Media. My guy, Jamil Parker, a.k.a. Jamil Haney. What's going on, my guy? He's tapping in right now. Make sure you guys, if you are in the Instagram, you know, smash that like button. And if you guys are on that YouTube, smash that like button. Shout out to Coda in the building. Shout out to Larry López in the building. Shout out to Jamil. What's cracking? Jamil, what's your thoughts, man? Teofimo López versus Terrence Crawford. Is it Clout or is it a good fight?
Do I think Teo will fight him? Yes. Do I think it's a good fight? No. Why you say that? Why you say that? Because I have eyes. Come on. Okay. If you have eyes, you want to know. And let's not forget, Crawford came from the same division. Yeah, that was like what, 6-7 years ago. So you know, that's the difference. So what you said? He's too big for Teo? He's too big. A combination of being too big, too still. No, hold up, man. I can't even get it out. Hey, man, you know boxing, man. Yes, I know boxing. Man, come on, you're not even letting me get out my opinion, though. Go ahead, you talk, brother. Go ahead, you talk, brother. You talk, brother. Go ahead, you talk. I know. Teofimo lost. You know what I'm saying? You know, and I like Crawford for it. You know what I'm saying? But spade is spade, man. You know, I'm looking at the skill level here. You know what I'm saying? Both of them know the sport. You know what I'm saying? Both of them know what they're doing. Of course, what's the name had faults. You know what I'm saying? Is a weirdo. You know what I'm saying? Of course, that's why I give Crawford that edge because of the size difference and all that. But skill wise, I think he's right there too. Teofimo's right there too.
Jamil.
I can speak now? Yeah, you go ahead. I appreciate that. It's a bad fight because, number one, Teo's only had a couple of fights at 140 pounds. And so you're asking Teo to move up to 147 and not properly acclimate himself to the weight class. Now, Terrence Crawford, while he has fought as low as Teofimo López, that was years ago. He's grown into, he's a full welterweight. And a full welterweight man, power in both hands, is capable of being effective in orthodox and southpaw. And Teofimo López has shown propensity. Like, if Terrence Crawford wants to box Teo off the back foot, which I would suggest, Teo really can't cut the ring over because he fights in a very good range. And it allows the person to get away. I don't see this. Can I think about this? I don't see this going past 7-8 rounds. Good.
Spence, Corey.
Yeah.
What were you were trying to counter?
No, I was just saying, of course, you know what I'm saying, Teo will have to, you know what I'm saying, make some adjustments and everything, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I'm a prime example of fighting somebody bigger. Because Jermaine Teller was fucking huge.
Shout out to Blind Faith. Welcome to being a member of the bronze level. Appreciate you. You are my third member. Definitely appreciate you, Blind Faith. So, in other news, okay, my bad, Willie. Your signal going crazy, Willie. Yeah. You're walking in the dark end.
Hey, but John, I'm sorry. I gotta get up out of there. I'm in a jail, man.
No issues. Thank you for tapping in, Corey.
All right, my bro. But piggybacking off Corey, I don't think weight is like depending on how big of a weight jump you make, sometimes it is a bad idea. But we've seen it in history that sometimes some fighters just can do it. They can just move up in weight and they naturally acclimate, even in the first fight. You know what I mean? So I think, like anything, skills pays the bills. And 140 to 147 is 7 pounds. You know, what's to say that Teofimo ain't sparring right now at 147 on his way down to 140? You know what I mean? So I think he can definitely make the weight and be fine. I don't know about carrying the power. Maybe that might be different. But his skills are the same. So stylistically, skill-wise, Teo should pose a pretty good problem for Terrence. But Terrence also has a great style too. You know what I mean? He's able to adapt to a lot of different situations. So I agree with I'm sorry, I can't see his name. Jamel, I think his name. When he says 7 or 8, he might stop.
I like 7 and 8.
It could. It's definitely a high probability.
Why do you say 7 and 8, Jamel?
Teo's not soft. So, and Teo's a skilled fighter with a high IQ. It's going to take some time for Crawford. Number one, it takes about 1 or 2 rounds to outside the Spence fight, which is wild. But it normally takes like 1 to 2 rounds to get your rhythm, get your time. And I think that Teo is going to go out swinging. I think he's going to get caught in exchange. Crawford is one of the best finishers in boxing. Yeah, absolutely.
Shout out to my guy Mighty Robinson.
Yeah, that Spence fight was definitely, it was eye-opening the way he figured him out. Like, Mighty, that's the OG. That shit was crazy.
Yeah, he's been tapping in, him and Corey Spinks. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, Corey was getting a little hype. He wasn't letting you get a little word in. I understand. I was like, my man.
But he was over there working, too, so I think he was also distracted with the fighter.
Yeah. I see him tying in gloves and stuff like that as well. But shout out to the OGs that, you know, paved the way for the young man out here.
Yeah, but a lot of good points, you know. I think the money is really making a lot of these fighters very lazy and selective. So I'm open shit. I mean, not to knock anybody and how much money they make, but damn, that office should get less and less so that these fighters become more and more active. Because fighting once a year and calling yourself the GOAT isn't like, you know, the best way to go up, in my opinion. But
my man Kelly looking sharp with the haircut. What it do? What's on your mind, my guy? Yo, our talk is what was happening in the media today. You got Teofimo López calling out, you know, Terrence Crawford. What's your thoughts on it?
Teo, I love you. You know I'm a big Teo fan.
Yep.
You know Teo, my brother. Teo, I love you. Teo is an amazing fighter. I got Teo. Teo should be damn. I'm getting off subject a little bit, but I'm gonna get back on subject. Teo should be ranked higher on the pound for pound list, I think. Probably round 4. Considering the feats he made. You understand what I'm saying? I got Bud number 1.
Okay.
Teo, leave Bud alone.
Leave him alone, far away.
Nigga, listen. You rather sandpaper a lion's ass and fight Bud.
Damn.
Yo, but when I say that, I don't know boxing though. Come on. Yeah.
Nah, but you never said sandpaper a lion's ass. You never said some shit like that. That was some safari shit.
Yo, but go get a sheet of sandpaper and go to Africa and catch the lion drinking out the river.
Yeah. Damn.
Take the sandpaper
and wipe his ass with it. Paul. Meow.
I forgot where I saw a video or something where somebody was talking about that. Terrence is the type of fighter.
That's what you gotta do to dare to be great.
All day because his hands are so solid. So like that. Teo, listen to me. I know Terrence. That's my guy. Terrence's hands are huge. Pause. Terrence is an OD fighter. Yeah. Leave Terrence the fuck alone. Like it's like picking Scorpion in Mortal Kombat. Come here. You can't fuck with Scorpion. Come here. Listen, that goes for Dev too. Leave that alone. Yeah, leave that alone. Especially Dev, because they keep the nigga off you.
Yeah, Dev gotta stay away. See, so what you thought about like Bill stepping in though? What you thought about Bill just had something to say about Teo, but then when it comes to like, you know, going to 47, I know that Bill hasn't spoke upon fighting, you know, Dev fighting Crawford, but he also says he leaves room for promotion. What you think about at least Bill being outspoken upon Teo really speaking upon what he wants to do? Or do you think that Bill's just calling his bluff?
Bill, I don't think Bill calling his bluff. I don't think Bill's calling his bluff. I'm not mad at Bill being outspoken. I understand what's going on with the history that Teofimo and Devin Haney had, you know what I'm saying, with the Loma situation, the WBC belt, the email. I know all that shit. You understand what I'm saying? They both like there's always gonna be them two just got to square off. It's always going to be tension regarding them two if they don't just do what they got to do. That's it. With what Bill doing, I think Bill is building a potential fight. Even talking how he talking and what he's talking about, contracts and whatever. Whatever. I think he's building a potential fight. Right now, they both at 140. You seen what Teo just did. You seen what Devin Haney just did. Bill building a super fight. Let me tell you something. Bill is intelligent. Bill is intelligent. Bill is intelligent. I don't like people necessarily coming for his head too much because he know what he doing. And right now he got Devin Haney. He got one of the top boxers in the sport right now. Yeah. One of the top 5.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like if any of us, if we had a son and he was top 5, we'd be the exact same way.
Same way.
I'd be walking around like shit, man.
Like you can't, niggas can't walk in this guy's shoes.
Yeah, nah, man.
When I was fighting, my father was crazy. You understand what I'm saying? I get it. And this is a rare time where you see a father-son relationship and that bond is still strong. You don't see that often with father-son.
Yeah.
You don't see, especially from my people. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not mad at Bill. I think Teo and Devin Haney need to get it popping.
Yeah. We need it.
They got to get it popping.
That's the first. That's the first.
140 belongs to Devin Haney, and 140 belongs to Teofimo López. The two fighters with the best resumes at and around that way is Teofimo and Devin Haney. Maybe in boxing, period.
And then the winner should fight Matias.
Yo, Jamil, how big do you think that fight is?
Nah, don't let the winner fight Matias. No. The nigga just won. Now you want to lose your next fight? What do you need? Nigga, is you Matias promoter, motherfucker?
we just got off the interview with his coach not too long ago.
That's not Puerto Rican shit.
Yo, I met Bull in D.C. Nah, he can stay where he at, yo.
I never met him, but listen to me.
He bad for your health.
Nigga, that nigga bad for your health. Leave that nigga alone. Nigga, you fight. You got Ryan Garcia. You got motherfucking Rolando Romero.
Yeah.
You got Richardson Hitchens coming up. Give him a title shot.
See what I mean? But who would you give a shot first? So, you know, like, I mean, you can't get
who I'm going to give a shot first.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. If I'm Haney, if I'm Haney or Devin, my next fight is either Rolly or Ryan. Because there's 2 name fighters.
Good money, yeah.
It's good money. Better money than everybody else there, unless champion fight champion.
Now, what if Hitchison fought Matias?
Huh?
What if Hitchison took the plunge and fought Matias?
Oof.
Fire fight. Leave my young boy alone.
Talk to him, Jamil. Talk to him.
He can fight, man. If you can fight,
yeah, he can fight. Yo. As far as like Matias go, I don't blame people for ducking him, yo. And I ain't saying anybody's ducking him, but I don't blame people for ducking him. It's so different over there.
I feel like he's
140-pound Beterbiev, like the way his style is similar.
You don't put Matias in there with nigga. Leave him the fuck alone.
Thanks,
especially if you're a young prospect coming up, like Hitchens or somebody. And you ain't got no belt yet. You ain't made no real money yet.
Exactly. Leave that alone.
Fuck it up.
Shout out to Rachel Dornier on the live as well.
Rolly done made some money. Ryan done made some money. Let one of them fight Matias. If they don't fight Matias, Devin or Tio should fight one of them.
How Josh Taylor get there, man?
Yeah, let Josh fight Matias. Damn. You know what? You know it'd be a great fight. You know it'd be a great fight. Josh Taylor need to fight Hitchens next.
I like that.
That's gonna be a scientific fight.
I think Liam Paro will probably be a better fight.
Say what?
Cool.
I think Liam Paro might be a better fight for Hitchens. For some weird reason, I think Josh Taylor's on his downfall right now.
You can even speak on Barboza. Barboza would still be a great.
As a fight fan.
Well, if Josh Taylor's on his downfall right now, good. Hitchens, get the name on your resume.
But Josh going up to 147, no?
No what?
I thought he was going.
That's like fighting Matias.
Yeah, it's two monsters still walking around.
Let's not have. All right, listen. Let's talk about it. Yeah. You ready? Let's talk about it. Virgil Ortiz, Jerron Ennis, Terrence Crawford. I'm pretty sure Earl Spence is gonna stay at 54. Josh Taylor could probably beat Keith Thurman.
Facts, GM. Facts.
And with the amount of time that Keith has been out, I thought he was. Yeah, I'm not sure. He could, but I ain't sure about that one because it seemed like he struggled with Tio's foot speed. Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, he struggled with foot speed, but
I think Thurman would stop him. I think, in my opinion. Josh Taylor.
Stop him.
Yeah, I think. Hey, what's his name, bro?
I can see that.
That's bold. You're a bold man.
What's your name? The one with the. What's your name? Bro, that backdrop is crazy, yo. I'm yellow. Good look, man.
Yeah, my son backdrop wicked.
Yo, I ain't seen it in like 20, 30 years, yo. Yeah, I can be pulling all these joints. I put them on the wall. See, I got shit's right there. I got a few over there too, man. But
my son backdrop crazy.
Yeah, but
listen to me. Let me tell you something. Leave Matias alone. I think that Teofimo López and Devin Haney need to make it, but I want one of them to get a fight before they fight each other. Fuck Matias. Matias, listen. Fuck Matias. Fuck him. Nobody fight him. Because you're not like, it's like, even if you do win, I can see it might be taking a lot out of you. And it's a high risk, low reward fight.
Take some life off of you.
High risk, extremely low reward.
Yeah, I mean, somebody still got to see him, though. Yeah.
We got to see it. Are they going to age him out? Y'all think you're going to age him out?
Nah, you can't, man. You gotta I'm saying it jokingly. I'm saying it jokingly. Yeah, for the sake of boxing, somebody still has to see him.
Treat him like they did Demetrius Andre.
Nah, because you can't do that because he's an exciting fighter. You can't do that to him.
Nah, man. Like, that's the thing. This is what I feel like what makes you a Hall of Famer. When you take these fights that nobody wants to do and you shine in them, whether you win or lose. You know what I'm saying? There's people in the Hall of Fame right now that got losses. But they're defined more by the fights that they win instead of the championships that they won.
But it's about how you lose, too. It's about how you lose. And Subriel's going to do you dirty.
Yeah, but somebody that hasn't got the title shot should. Right? So, yeah, like a dude like Barboza, a dude like Gary Antoine, because you got guys like Dev.
How well does Matias make 140?
Easy.
I'm going to 147 soon.
Nah, not at all. They're not entertaining that at all. He's eating whatever he wants.
So he's good.
Yeah.
Leave that nigga alone.
Maybe like Brick, like dudes like that hasn't gotten a shot yet because of course we want to see Devin and Tio. I feel like that takes precedence. Yeah.
Put him in there with Regis. Let him get a good on this time. Let him get Regis.
You're trying to retire Regis. That's crazy.
Yeah, I feel like Regis didn't look good.
That's you could retire after that, Regis.
Yeah. Hey, man, you had a great career. Let's go. Yeah. See that's
Nah, Regis need that Adrian Broner fight first.
Yeah, do that. Or yeah, do that. Fight Bronner Regis or nah, Matias don't fight Bronner. Nah, Matias don't deserve a Bronner fight. What about Liam Panda? What, Bronner? Nah, Liam Panda. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. Bronner hasn't fought in years, and I think it's unfair to throw Bronner and throw him against a young killer upcoming like that.
So Adrian Broner don't deserve the fight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even at that, I mean, if he took the fight and he won, that would push his stock way the fuck back up. But
I think it's gonna push his head back and be loose.
Yeah, he retired at that point.
Yeah, you might have to.
Yeah, but
it's not enough money.
He not just retiring, folks. Like we need to be 100 with it. That's a mid case scenario. Best case scenario, you beat it, you survive. Worst case scenario, we already know what that is.
I mean,
you already know what time.
Is Broner fighting back at 140 again? You good? Or not?
I'm not even sure.
We don't know.
If he does, he will fight at 140.
And like, because I mean, there's a lot. If he gets into the mix and he's able to stay active, he could fight in a lot of good fights. But
I would go to 47 if I was him.
Man, but who could he beat at 47? Imagine Broner versus Boots.
No. See, you stay away. 140. So nobody's going to expect Broner to get a Boots fight, to get a Crawford fight. But there's still a bunch of other guys.
Yeah,
definitely. Keith Thurman. There's a bunch of other guys that he can
like
get.
Ugas.
Yeah, Ugas. 140 is dangerous, bro. There's a bunch of talent at 40.
Yeah, but there's also a bunch of talent at 47 too. So
stay away from 140.
Huh?
His luck might be better at 140. He'll carry his power better.
It's top heavy. It's top heavy at 47.
Yeah,
but the depth at 47 isn't there. Like he can fight Cody Crowley, somebody like that. Like
he could lose to Cody too.
He could, but he could lose to about 15 dudes at 140. Oh,
yeah.
I hear what you're saying. You have a better shot of a win, a better win at 47.
Yeah.
Damn, who he beats? Nobody though. He beats nobody at 47 either. He don't even beat Blair Cobbs.
We're judging Broner off pretty much all of his recent performances. You know, he doesn't look the same. But it was like the up and coming Broner before he got fucked up by Maidana.
Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash it.
He would have been more competitive, but it's hard, man, when you're rich and you know you get all these distractions and shit, and then you kind of see his downfall. It kind of sucks to see it because he was really good at one point.
It's crazy when you could say Broner could get knocked the hell out by Ryan Garcia.
Yeah, I think that would be stylistically a great fight to see him versus Ryan. If he came to win, you know, and wasn't playing no fucking games, he would probably make it a great fight. But we just don't know what we get nowadays, man. Some fighters, they like to train and then take this crazy amount of time off that is it almost seems unrealistic. Like, what are you doing, you know? Do you really want to fight? Or are you just kind of doing it for the brand? Like, so, I don't know, man. Y'all got all these face logos. Y'all want like showing your faces or something? No, I'm good, man.
No, I need a haircut, bro.
Smash the.
I got a hot bug, buddy.
No doubt. Guard your grills. What it do?
What's up, bro? What's good with you?
What's good? You coming down today? Oh no.
Like my man YSM, he from the crib, you know, I'm wolfing. I got owe the barber a tag. So I can't get on camera right now.
Damn, you owe your barber? That ain't good.
West Philly. I'm from West Philly.
Born and raised.
Born and raised. Appreciate what you're doing, YSM. Keep it going, bro.
Oh, man, I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah. Respect. Lil, what's up with you?
So we got here, on the line here, we got Chubby Reg. What's going on?
That's family right there. That's my cousin.
You already know. What? What's up, y'all? I just want to touch on the Broner subject real quick, man. Oh, here you go.
Speak your piece, man. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen.
No, I'm only saying, like, it's crazy how bad Broner fell off, because if you think about it, years ago, we wouldn't have never put Brian Garcia and Adrian Broner in the same sentence. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, like, that's how bad Adrian Broner fell off.
Crazy.
And I think it's because a lot of these fighters won't get out of their comfort zone. They don't want to leave home to go to camp. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that, like, Adrian Broner, I think he had his time. I think his time is up. I think the time is up.
Hey, George, you gotta give my man the proper introduction, though, man.
Yo, feel free, bro.
Reggie Lloyd, man.
About to start up another one. Instagram, they leave you with 1 hour, and that's it. Boxing talk. So we'll go and we'll run it up again. Because y'all like this boxing talk. Smash that like button, guys. Subscribe to the channel. You know, be a member. Super chats, donations, they're always welcome. I appreciate each and every single one of y'all. What I need y'all to do is press that like button and subscribe to the channel. You know what I mean? It's very important. Subscribe to the YouTube. Okay. What's good, Eric? Getting this on. Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate y'all for coming on. I thought Devin got some power at 140. 12 rounds, Devin. That was crazy when he said 12 rounds. You're right, GM, man. Like when he said, yo, Devin Haney goes 12 at subriel, got me thinking about what he thinks about Subriel's legs. You see where I came right in on that, you know? The views away from Mills. JM, you want to take views away from Mills' channel because you emotional. Larry López in the building. What's going on, Larry López? What's going on? I want you to talk to yourself at Larry López. Come on, guys. Let's get along. Smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Guard your grills. We back at it again. What's your thoughts? On this weekend's fights, ladies and gentlemen? Let me know what your thoughts are for this weekend's fights. Hey, babe.
Hey.
How you doing?
I'm good. I gotta get ready for work.
Okay. Smash that like button. So, what's your thoughts this weekend's fights? Who you got? How does it go down? Guard your grills.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
So, Betterbiev, Caleb Smith. I think that's maybe a 6-round fight, bro. I just think Betterbiev is just at a level. He's 38-year-old guy for context here, which is somewhat abnormal for the sport, but he was kind of a late bloomer. You look at a guy like Antonio Tarver, he started late in his career. Family.
Look at your buddy.
What's up? Happy New Year. Oh man, I'm gonna grind you out when we get off this. You know I'm on your top when we get off here, right?
Pause.
All right, let me go back to Lil. We're back to business. Yeah, but Betterbiev, bro. I just think, and no disrespect to Caleb Smith, but Betterbiev just on a whole nother level, bro. They gonna crowd him and do what he always do, cut the ring off, and Red got this line he like to say, and that's controlled violence. You know, and that's what you're going to see in that fight. And then it's him and Bivol. Absolutely.
Control.
6-12 or 1-6?
1-6.
So he thinks it'll be over early.
Yeah, he just that Taylor knot. That's a level. Just a level joint right here.
Gonna be a good. It could be a good fight though.
Yeah, it could be.
That's what I said. I think it's gonna be a good fight.
It could be a really good fight. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. I got the membership pinned on the channel. Salute to the 3 people that, added them to be, a part of the membership. I appreciate you guys. If you want to become a member of Mill City Boxing, make sure you guys, press that link. It's pinned in the channel. So yeah, I like the fight. I really do. What y'all think about, the testing situation?
That's what I wanted to get into.
I think everybody should be tested nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he had some, irregular type of things going on with his hormones. Obviously, some of the, things that were, he didn't, test illegally, but it raised some eyebrows, being at the age that he has now and where his testosterone level is a little higher than usual. A guy that's 19-0 with 19 knockouts.
Yikes.
And 38 too.
You gotta talk about it. It has to be in the discussion.
Absolutely. There's some definitely some flags there for sure. When I saw that come down the pike yesterday, I was like, ooh, his age, the knockout percentage. Look, I don't like to throw dude's name through the mud until all the facts is clear. But when there's smoke, there's normally some fire nearby. But like he said, bro, this is why testing needs to be enforced a lot more fluidly in our sport. Because, you're dealing with dudes' livelihoods, man, and, it's a whole lot of this that go on, but it's not being regulated properly. But, yeah, that's a tricky situation with Betterbiev that's going on.
Yeah, I just hope it, I mean, a lot of dudes be on, what I'm saying, all types of things, but I hope he clear, but like you said, raised a lot of red flags. You're 38 years old, 19 wins, 19 knockouts at 38.
Right. Absolutely. Freaking-lutely. Well, guys, man, I appreciate you guys for stopping by. Really appreciate, guys. If you want to become a member, the link is in the comments pinned up right there on the YouTube channel. Appreciate all you guys coming in. Also appreciate, all the new subscribers. And if you are subscribing to the channel, I definitely appreciate you. Make sure you smash the like button on your way out. My brother, thank you again for tapping in. On to the next one,
For sure. Peace, brother.
God bless you. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That was, the Instagram portion of the live. Always great to hear, the people's perspective. But nevertheless, I definitely appreciate each and every single one of y'all for stopping by for today's episode. It's Mill City Boxing, home of the high level pro boxing media, the Fighters Channel, the Trainers Channel, the People's Channel. Salute to Panda, Subriel Matias' coach today, for stopping by. Salute to all the other people that also stopped in to enjoy the panel. Legendary fighters like Corey Spence came on today. Salute to all the other guys, boxing media as well, YSM, Eric Kelly, good coach out there in New York City. And then also salute to the people that just tuned in as well. Subriel Matias popped in a little bit to check us out. Also Clarissa Shields. So salute to everybody that, has taken notice of the channel. And if you know anybody that enjoys boxing content, definitely have them come in. Our members, we're going to have a members chat. So if you do want to become a member, there's going to be some special things. Obviously, we have the bronze package, the silver package, and the gold package. Anybody that does buy a gold package, they will be getting one of these Mill City Boxing hats. And then, appreciate anybody that does, tap in and does support me in those type of way. And then obviously we're going to be getting some more merch. So salute to the people. everybody that has bought, a membership today. I definitely really appreciate you guys, and for the people that will be buying them, definitely stay tuned. We're gonna be having some nice specials as well. So everybody else in the live, make sure you guys smash that like button, and we'll be back up with another one tomorrow. Much love to y'all guys. God bless, and on to the next.